Well, y'all could start.
Oh.
I thought you were going to start with your cold open.
What?
Yeah, you're
Cold
open.
open.
You're cool. We didn't do the pimpology last time.
But I try to let y'all have a little something.
Oh, here we go.
No, because last time you did not
Thank you.
appreciate how we started the podcast.
No. I don't think y'all appreciate me.
Oh,
right. Okay.
here we go.
Like to come into this motherfucker every week to have the type of character I have, like you just have no idea. Like motherfuckers like me don't grow on trees.
Oh my God, mira este
Okay.
hablando tontería.
A lot of Spanish today, big dog.
Tell that wine here.
First,
Oh, yeah.
the executive producer cat fucking leaves me and shit. Like there go your producing credits, you motherfucker. Like you definitely not getting them.
You Harvey Weinstein now? You got to
Right.
get a little play for them to get the credits and the roles?
That's right.
Don't be talking to Sushi like that.
Hey, listen, like you know, if you want to roll in this movie, you have to play the part.
Oh my God.
Like I don't see what's wrong with that. Like, hey, earn your keys.
Oh my.
The funny thing is, right? And
No.
I guess it's just gonna get rancid like quick,
Oh my
right?
God.
Is that
In the first 5
no?
minutes.
Thank you.
Is that literally people can throw vagina at you for new bags, right? All expense paid trips. When you use vagina to your advantage, it's okay. But when a guy wants it in return for his, like then it's all of a sudden like, oh no, you wanted her to have sex with you for a movie part. It's like she wanted me to have sex with her for a Gucci bag. So when it's in her benefit, it's okay, right? But when it's in your benefit at all, if you got anything to gain at all of a sudden you Harvey Weinstein.
It,
Oh my God.
it's not as simple as you're making it out to be.
Literally.
Listen, I know it's not simple like that, but I'm just saying, like, if you look at the logic behind it, if you wanted to sell pussy, it would be all right.
Yep.
As a female, if you want to sell pussy, you're okay, right? But as a guy, if you're looking for pussy, like, you got to be Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
That's the level of nuance that people don't talk about.
So let me ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
So say I'm a director in a movie, right? And I said, sleep with me to get this part. I would be wrong.
Yes.
But if I was a woman and I was like, hey, I'll fuck you if you give me a part in the movie.
You
So
would also be wrong.
Thank you.
But it's the same transaction. But it's
Right,
got
but they're
two
both
different
wrong.
consequences. The same transaction with two different
I mean,
consequences.
whose
He has a
fault is
point.
that? I mean, why are you
Right?
so
Yeah.
tempted in it?
But I'm saying, like again, it's just it's who initiates the conversation,
Yes.
right?
I couldn't even
you see-
find honeybees.
So
eyes. They
here's
were
the
rolled so far back.
so here's the issue, right? Here's the issue.
Go.
If you're the director and you're in the position of power, you're both not entering the conversation equally, because you as the director ultimately make the decision.
Yes.
Technically, though, you excuse me, you're right. If she comes up and she's all like, yo, I'll give you some of this good for a role in your movie, and you accept, then technically that's the same transaction, but it's not as bad because you didn't force her into that. You know what, we're saying her, but it happened to dudes too.
Yeah.
You didn't force them into that conversation or that transaction, and you're not withholding because they didn't give.
But
that again, like I said, that's a level of nuance missing from the Me Too movement.
I'm just it
Feelings?
because you called me Harvey Weinstein, you know, and last I checked, none of y'all slept with me to be on this podcast except maybe him. 20
Rumor has
years.
it. Yeah,
Rumor
20
has
years.
it.
Rumor has it.
Who hasn't slept with a friend every now and again?
I've slept in the same bed on a vacation with a
I
friend.
don't even think we've ever slept in the same bed.
No, one of us will take the floor.
Yeah, we too hood for that. Like, one dude to take the bed, one dude takes the floor. Like, yeah.
Nah, homie, I'm not sleeping on the floor. We can do the bed thing.
Just put the pillows.
I don't even do the pillows. That's
Yeah,
20
you don't need
years.
it. You
Trying
don't
to
need
just
it.
interlock toes.
yeah.
But remember, he don't wear drawers on a regular basis. You,
don't
think
wear
he wear
drawers
them?
either when you go to
but
bed.
but I'm saying, you think he wear them to bed?
If there's another dude in there, I would hope so.
But he barely owned but 2 pairs of drawers.
So you mean to tell me you never slept in the bed with him before?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
You sure?
Wow.
And all the trips and everything listen, we've been grown for a long time. We've always made like we either have been okay sleeping on the floor or directly to having the cash to where we just get a hotel big enough.
When you
for
guys
everybody.
went to Atlanta, you guys had the same room, right?
Yeah, with 2
Sep-
separate beds.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we don't fucking fly like that.
Like we not cheapos. Like we
Somebody
just gonna
got
get a bed.
somebody got saved.
I don't know. I heard you guys were interlocking toes out there. So
Where, in Atlanta? Nah, you got us
Interlocking
confused. You got us confused with the wrong ebony ivory couple.
Right.
Like that wasn't us. It might look like us, but I remember being in Magic City, walking down the street, it being cold as fuck, paying almost $100 to park, not getting my Magic City shirt.
Yeah.
Sad. You know, I was talking about that today too, because somebody was like, I was like, yeah, we went to Atlanta because a company wanted to play with our podcast, and then it was like, it just fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, I'm going in March.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go in March for a bachelor party in Atlanta.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that, like, the people that
Do you
want,
look them up? Are they still even doing it?
I don't know, man.
They probably fell out.
Who knows?
Money.
I just wish that one podcast would have came out.
Yeah.
Like that.
It was a solid podcast.
That shit was fire.
That's the crazy thing.
Like
about sometimes when
if
go
you
on
don't
shows.
know how charismatic I am on the fly, like shit, that motherfucker was good. Like
See, around us, he's trash.
He's trash.
But like you put him like in another
Like,
podcast.
I'm not a good starter.
But you're a good finisher.
No, look, I'm definitely a reactor.
Oh,
So like if
so
you
you're playing off of.
so like yeah, exactly. So you give me somebody I could play off of. That shit is
That shit
epic.
sounds
But
so
you
crazy.
sit there trying to get me to start that shit by myself. Be like,
damn.
damn,
that's why I need you
like
guys.
cold turkey.
Why you
Yeah.
think there's so many of you motherfuckers here? You think if I could do this myself, I'd fucking rely on you every week?
Yeah, just talking to yourself the whole time.
How many weeks we miss a fucking podcast and I'm sitting there like I can't do it unless all y'all are here, except maybe this guy.
Oh, way to call your man's out.
Damn.
Don't take that. Don't take that.
I laugh. He said,
I'm just waiting for him to say something.
Not yet. Not yet. We want to get.
Wait.
He want to get through that.
Wait,
topic.
which
We're gonna talk about that
which
topic.
ergoff are we
Oh, yeah.
getting? Are we getting the ergoff that wants to be like positive and be like, everybody, you're so great today? Or we go get the hold up, wait a minute, put some respect on my name, ergoff? Like I don't know which one we getting.
Bro, I'm just trying not to scratch my eye, if I'm being honest.
Why? You allergic to cats?
He thinks so.
So how you eat pussy on a regular basis if you're allergic to it?
Those is 2 different types of cat, my friend.
Not according to some people.
hi.
Oh, this is a terrible way to start the
Oh my
podcast.
god.
Why? It's such a great way to start the podcast.
Because if we ever put this on YouTube, it'll be demonetized. You got to skip like the first 5 minutes.
Literally.
First 5 minutes has to be family friendly.
Family friendly. It's a
Family
family
friendly.
friendly show.
Yeah, that's why we're supposed to just chat. How's your week? What did you do? this week?
It's funny because you said family friendly, and my mind went to Family Matters, which went to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Mine went to LA.
Wow,
like, boom,
how your
boom,
mind
boom.
works.
Well,
Mine
Fresh
was the
Prince of
Eddie-
Bel
So
Air
intrigued.
Which brought me to
leads
Homeboy.
me to Bel
Who,
Air
Eddie
Academy
Winslow?
jersey.
No, Homeboy with the Bel-Air jersey.
Oh, the
Oh
Bel Air
my
jersey.
God.
Remember how you wanted to start the
Yeah, I wanted to
podcast
start
off
the
with
podcast.
the Fresh
All
Prince of
right,
Bel-Air?
here
We
we
got
go.
We connected that one real good.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Soon as you said Fresh Prince, that's the first thing that popped up. Jersey
He was
fly.
wearing a Bel Air jersey.
A Bel Air jersey.
Bel Air Academy, yeah.
How drunk
nice-
were you?
Listen, I didn't even realize how drunk I was last week till I woke up the next day and was like, "Did I have that much to drink?"
Yeah.
And I realized, yes, you did.
It was
So-
great. I appreciated it.
So like, I was driving home and I was like, "Why I feel so weird?" And then I realized, I was like, yo, I ate that weed brownie.
Yo, you were rolling on the floor.
You engulfed that thing.
You were
Bro,
rolling on the floor.
You started cracking up. What was that he was cracking up at?
I don't know. He just
started
started laughing.
bro.
He just started laughing.
Gone, bro.
This shit was funny as fuck, man.
Dude was
Listen,
gone.
for how fucked up we were last week, I think last week went pretty well.
Yeah,
And you know what? It wasn't a 3-hour podcast. It was 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was.
With an hour-long Patreon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's
Introducing our special guest. I forget what the fuck his name
Let's
was.
not
Fo.
do that this week. I have a date.
Here's a date. We gotta be.
A date?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo.
Oh, shit. With the rolled R?
It's Eduardo Rocio.
You gotta say Alejandro.
Alejandro.
Y'all don't get it from Seinfeld? Eduardo
I never watched
Caroccio?
Seinfeld.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix for real?
Yeah, I'm halfway through a rewatch.
But is it really that funny?
Yes.
It's pretty good.
You know what's
Yes.
funny? Is for a guy who doesn't answer his phone, like, you got more than enough time to watch fucking complete series of shows, like, over and over again.
First off, it's not
Damn.
over and over again because I actually don't like doing that.
How many times have you watched the whole complete series of Seinfeld? Probably
once
twice.
in 2005 and now.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's not
Yeah.
bad.
That's
What else have you-
reasonable.
what else have you rewatched?
If you go to sleep with TV.
Anime? Have you rewatched anime?
There's so much coming out.
Stargate?
I don't rewatch.
Yeah.
I have rewatched Stargate. I've rewatched Stargate.
Dawson Creek 3 times.
Who
I've
the
never
fuck
watched
watches
Dawson
Dawson's
Creek.
Creek?
Dawson Creek was.
Did y'all ever watch the pedophile show, Seventh Heaven?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
never
Seventh
watched
Heaven.
that.
It's
This
good.
man said the pedophile show.
Wait,
'Cause the dad on
you
Seventh
watched
Heaven
Dawson's Creek?
Yeah.
Where did you go to school, my man?
I was sheltered as a kid.
Yeah, but why did you watch that?
It was good.
For
It was
who?
good television. It made you think about what school could be like. But school wasn't
For
really
who?
like that. For me.
You not look in the
For a
mirror?
little Haitian kid grown up in the
Damn.
Listen, my sister watched Dawson's Creek.
Wait,
so
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I have a
I'm
homie,
I'm
Army Ranger
Listen,
watches
I'm-
Dawson Creek.
Listen, I'm completely uneducated here. So please help me answer this. Was there a black person on Dawson's Creek?
No.
Not one, probably. I've never seen it, but
Not even the affirmative action like token. Nothing. Not even like a walk on like a cameo.
No.
Fuck.
so you
Even
like,
Degrassi had
this is what
Yeah,
school could
for
be like. No
So-
black people.
How the fuck did it relate to you at all?
I felt bad for Kelsey.
For who?
Kelsey.
The white people?
Yeah. 'Cause he couldn't get the girl that he wanted.
You can relate to the emotion.
Yeah.
So,
the
so you
emotion
can
of it.
relate to
Wasn't
not
it
getting the girl that
Casey?
you want?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Casey.
As a kid.
I don't know, man. Like I did. This takes me back to the topic last week when Andre was like, "Yo, if you the artificial rapper." It was like
Oh,
if you knew
Yeah.
about it, it was like, yeah, like the minute you knew it was fake, then it becomes irrelevant. But if you don't know it's fake, but it's like watching something like that, bro. I mean, even Saved by the Bell had fucking
Yeah.
they didn't have
like Saved by the
they didn't have a complete black person, but they had
Kelly.
no
Kelly
Lisa
had Kelly.
Turtle.
No,
Lisa
no, sorry,
Turtle.
Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa Turtle.
yeah.
But everybody loved Kelly though. That's my first crush.
Yeah, but I'm
No,
saying,
actually, Jesse was mine.
Kelly for me. Kelly and then
yeah, but I'm saying, but at least they had
Topanga.
at least they had the
Topanga.
random ethnic person show up and be like, hey, you know, like I'm not a completely full character, but I'm here every other episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, okay, well that's
Lisa was
okay.
there every episode. How much fuck you mean?
Listen, I didn't watch Saved by the Bell like that either.
Oh, well, she
couldn't
was there
relate.
every episode.
I grew up.
Poor cast,
I grew
baby.
up not knowing white people existed besides my fucking family for
But
like
hold
the
on.
first 15 years.
So you think you have to relate to every show you watch?
But no, I'm just saying that it's hard to
That's a
watch
good
a show and not be able to relate to it and like really be engaged. I mean, if it's like some random comedy, it's just funny. But
That's
it's
why
like
a lot of black folks don't watch Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Right.
I never like said, let me watch Seinfeld.
so
You
you
know,
you
it
won't
got-
watch Seinfeld, but then you watch Dawson's
It
Creek.
got funnier.
But I'm a simp. I like love stories.
You're a simp.
Oh.
Yeah. I like love stories.
You're a simp?
Yeah.
That's not something you ever want to admit to.
Right.
And if she believes you for a second, she's a fucking.
Damn. I mean, by the way you talk sometimes.
Like what did they say? I got some island front property in Idaho I can sell you.
God.
You want to buy some oceanfront property in Iowa?
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Oh my God. Hey, so anyway, we're gonna kick off another episode of the Two Damn Crew podcast. Episode 28 of season 2021. See, I didn't even have to check the numbers this time.
I know, man.
Like, this is what happens when you don't have any fucking drugs before you start the podcast.
Oh my God.
So what you're saying, we should take it halfway through.
No, I'm saying that like I'm on a dry spell, man. Like I need edibles, especially gummies. I like to eat like 11 or 12 at a time and get super fucking baked.
Go on the dark web. See if you can find some.
I'm not
Don't do
googling
that.
that
Just
shit.
get a license. Just get a license.
I can't get a license. I can't get my guns.
Man said, go
on the dark web.
I'm not giving up my guns for weed brownies. I'll just wait for one of you motherfuckers to get it and then give you a little extra. I got some money. Shit.
That's money.
My connections in Jacksonville, man.
Oh, shit. Anyway, it's your boy Powder here with the Lemon Pepper Boys and Honeybee.
Yo,
And we're missing somebody. Where's he at?
Oh my God.
is that where we're starting?
Son of
We're
a
just
bitch.
gonna jump straight into.
No, I'm just.
It's like
Let's
a
just do
Band-Aid.
it. Let's just do
like
it.
a
Like,
Band-Aid.
I'm ready.
I just.
real session.
Come on.
Here we go. I'm
Oh
ready.
no, we're not gonna jump right into this yet. Like we got fucking laws of the game to talk about.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, it's
Like,
been a
man,
couple.
Look,
it's been a couple
you got to
weeks.
pay attention to the laws of the game, young one.
Hey,
Slipping out here.
I'm not slipping. Oye, ¿por qué estás riendo?
Oh, yes, yes.
Yo, you've been hitting the Spanish
Oh,
all
good,
night,
bro.
I'm feeling
We get it. No, I'm just playing.
Kumi?
Oh, I know somebody like saying that.
Scoomy? That-
Kumi?
So law number 7, right? And we should do 2 laws, right? Because we missed
Yeah, we
one
missed
last
the
week.
last one.
Yeah.
All right. So law number 7 is pimp the game.
We did that one.
We did pimp the game.
We did
We did
pimp the
pimp
game.
the game.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck, it's been forever. Shit, this
Been
why
a minute, man. 2 months.
that's why I need drugs.
To help your memory.
Right.
All right. Law number 8. All right. Don't let your history be a mystery.
Damn.
Did we do that one?
No, we
No,
didn't.
we
We didn't.
didn't.
Okay.
We
Okay.
didn't.
You just want to say we
I
did them all. You
personally
just trying to get to the.
I was trying to see how far I could push that joke. Yeah. You
I
probably-
personally
you got me.
believe in that. I am who I am. I own my shit. It is what it is. Have nothing to
So what
hide.
y'all think? Good law, bad law? What's your take on the
Fantastic
law?
I think it's a good law.
It's a good law.
I think it's good and bad. Like,
Yeah.
because some of your history need to stay history, right? Like you don't want people to not know anything about you. But I always believe in that fucking 1-900 Hustler by Jay-Z and with The Rock when he was like, don't let them know your whole game. Let them think you small change. Like, don't let people know too much about you because then it becomes different. And it's the same thing when it's like when people become famous. It's like when people know what you got and know what you do, like all of a sudden you can't move the same.
I think there's a difference between letting somebody into your life and acknowledging history that somebody knows.
Like I think
Already.
like don't let your history be a mystery. Like something that should, like if you fuck people up for a living, like, hey, don't fuck with my money. Last dude that fucked with his money, went missing. Like that's something that like you need that type of like clout in your game, but you don't need like certain things. Like if you've been robbed twice, like he always be slipping when he drunk. So
Yeah.
it's different things, about the game. Like you got to let the strong facts of your history be apparent, and then like any type of, I want to say, like weaknesses in your game, you got to keep that shit a secret.
See, I look at that and I'm all like, nah, that's more introspection. Like learn from your history. Like don't let shit
Don't
happen
repeat
and forget
Don't
it.
repeat it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when I hear that, I'm all like, yeah, don't let your history be a mystery. Like remember it, learn from it, build on it.
Right.
So
I agree.
I saw it more of like if
J.
somebody or something in your past comes back, is no need of trying to hide it or not acknowledge it. Like own your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying that you have to put out there, because I don't put all my shit out there. I am not saying you have to put all your shit out there and let everybody know. But if something comes back from the, like, own your shit. Like, I'm not ashamed. It's not a mystery.
Right. Do you tell your partner about your past?
Your
like
past?
your
Like 100% of it?
Like, do you tell them, like...
I just took it to some place. What do you... Like, no, you don't tell your partner about your past.
Why?
Because, damn it, there's certain things you just don't need to know.
What about, like, past exes?
So, exactly. That's exactly what you don't need to know.
Listen, we are collectively, as a human race, under the preconception that people don't change, which is a lie, because people change all the time. And even though we know people change, we still pretend they don't change. So when you let someone into too much of your past... no matter how much you've grown, they're gonna hold that past against you.
Yeah, I guess like if like the person you're talking to, they're like, I cheated on the person before me, but I wasn't in the right state of mind, blah blah blah. So like if you hear that, it poisons the
future.
Right.
Yeah.
Does it poison, or do you have to like just trust?
You'll be on your tippy toes.
Who doesn't have trust issues?
Listen,
it's true.
It's not about like would it poison or not. The fact of the matter is that you know human beings are habitual. Like, yes, you can learn from your lessons and move on and know, you may do it again. That puts you in a fucking a shifty spot. That's like when you get with a chick and you're like, who she been with before? 5 dudes, 10 dudes, like
doesn't matter.
Exactly, it doesn't matter. So let's not talk about it, because the minute you put a number to it, you'll never forget.
Yeah.
All right.
That's true.
If you know she had a train run on her in high school and a dude got her from the front and the back, you'll never look at her the same.
No,
right? It don't matter. It don't matter what she tell you. Like, that image will be burned in your head.
Every time you meet someone that she happens to know, they go like, "Oh, you mean Rhonda?"
Yeah, especially when like she see a dude she ain't seen in a while, and she give him that hug, and that shit lasted a little too long.
Yeah,
So why you hugging that motherfucker like that? Yeah. You know him or something? Now we just friends from back in the day. How far back in the day? Like
and
from the back in the day? Like,
oh my god!
I like this topic.
Listen, those are the thoughts that goes through a dude's head.
Exactly.
Okay.
You don't think that? Like when you with a dude and you see him like hug up on a chick, you're not sitting there like,
I feel like chicks are worse than dudes when it comes to that.
I mean, yeah, I would have to agree. I feel like it's just like, why are you hugging her so long? Like, I guess the same way, but we do like research. Like, that's the thing. Like, we're like
Facebook
detectives.
Stalking.
We like
checking out Instagram to see how many photos you like today.
Yeah, I mean,
why you? I see you following Jenny now, huh?
But I think that's like I think that's too much. Like, I feel like that's very adolescent type of.
You never been there?
I mean, yes, I'm not gonna lie, I have, but I feel like once you like, I feel like it's very childish to do that, and you haven't like really been in a mature relationship to. Like, if you have to keep looking and you keep like, oh man, like I don't have trust. So why are you in a relationship? Like, what's the point? You're just gonna be bothered every day by him liking something.
It's really difficult to view a relationship through a neutral lens because trust. A lot of people look at trust. Some people will look at trust and they won't trust the person simply because they're looking at it through the lens of their own experience. So it's like, I would do it, so that means they got to be doing it. That's not necessarily the case. So
you're basically saying, like, if I did it, I'm just not going to change and be the same person. That's basically what it is. Like, you're saying, like, you're looking at
No, but we do. We get in our own way. Like, just because we project our lens and our view of things through how we trust our ability.
I don't think that's fair.
I know when I was younger, like trying to think of how many people the person was with was something I used to think about. But now at my age, at this point, like I know anybody I'm fucking around with, like I ain't the first. You know what I'm saying? Just because, like, how many people been there? I don't fucking know.
Would you like to be my first?
No.
Oh.
You look pretty comfortable over there.
I'm very comfortable.
Dr. Evil over there with Mr. Bigglesworth.
Yeah, got the chair
with the taco cat. But like I just at this point in life, it's just like I don't fucking ask. And when people ask how many I've been with, some things we just don't talk about. Like what does it matter? Like if I was with 2 or 15 or 30, like is it gonna make a difference?
So
No, is it going to change the character who I am? Like, I am who I am,
So
like
I've
because
had
of
the
this.
discussion before, and it legit didn't bother me.
I mean, we talked about this on a past podcast
Yeah.
about body counts, and
Yeah,
I gave a number.
Like body counts are irrelevant until you actually put a number next to it. The
But
minute it becomes a fact, then it's like, holy shit.
Schrodinger's body count.
Listen, I tell you what, like as long as it stays a figment and a theory, like who the fuck cares?
What about like cheating? Like what if
Look,
like,
I've cheated in relationships before. You know, doesn't mean I'm gonna cheat in the next one. Who knows? You know, like I'll be honest, like literally, like people cheat for a reason.
It's very true.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. I can't go into some place and be like,
You ever
yo,
been cheated on?
Mm-mm.
I
I've been
Would you like to?
No.
but I'm just saying, like you
I
can't.
don't need that.
You can't sit there and I can't state a fact of the future. Like, yo, I'll never cheat on you. Like, I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? It really depends on the situations down the road.
It's a very honest outlook.
Hey, but I'm
guess.
saying like you know, me not cheating on you depends on how you treat me, how I treat you, where the relationship is at down the road. Like maybe you neglect my feelings.
Or you just end it. Like
Yeah,
what's the point
but-
of
Right,
what's the
exactly.
point of cheating?
But I was gonna say,
But-
I can honestly say I've never cheated.
But
It's a very honest look.
Yeah.
And for as trash as she is, it's a very honest look
but I'm just
at a
saying, like
situation.
It's true. I
sometimes
get it.
sometimes you cheat, and then things come in perspective, and you realize, you know, what you're, you know, like sometimes you have an epiphany when you cheat, and then you're like, you know what, I want to make this relationship work because it's more about sex. You know what I mean? Like we have an emotional connection. This is that. This is what's right. You know, I went out and did my little shit. It was, you know.
So then why don't you just
fun,
say
not
that from the
fun.
get go? Like why don't you just be like I'm polyamorous and just be like it's
But you may
open.
not be. You may just.
But if you're already putting the implication of that you're going to like you don't know that you're gonna cheat, but, I might cheat.
I'm just saying that you don't know what tomorrow brings.
but
you know
but
what I
then
mean?
what's the point of being with somebody? Like that's the
But-
thing that I don't
Because
understand.
what you do know.
Because you're not saying you will cheat. I'm not. I'm just saying that I can never say never to nothing because I don't know what tomorrow brings.
But if you love somebody,
That's temptation.
But just because you love somebody doesn't mean they love you back.
He's saying people are fallible. So no matter how much he loves someone, the circumstances that come tomorrow are completely
Listen.
unknown.
so are you saying that from the get go? Then, like, are you saying, look, like this is the relationship? I don't know if it's gonna be like me and you together the whole time.
You never been in an up and down relationship?
I've been in an up and down, but not cheated on.
Okay, but you've been in an up and down. So you know what good times feel like, what bad times feel like. And
Yeah.
it's a roller coaster.
I mean, definitely, I've had times. I've even thought it like there's obviously there's temptation.
Yeah.
There's right there. Like I could easily have done it, you know. But the thing is, like, in the
we
back,
know.
What stops you?
the thing, like, I love that person. I can't be, if I'm gonna do something, I'll be like, look, this is it. Like, I'm done. I don't feel this feeling for you anymore. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna go do this.
Okay.
I'd rather do that than hurt somebody and then their reflection of another relationship is gonna be different.
But-
and that's on me.
But what you're referring to is premeditated,
yeah.
right? What he's talking about, because he's an impulse driven person, is
Sure.
like an impulsive thing happens. What he's saying is, yes, I'm fully committed to this relationship. I don't plan on cheating, right? He's not going to do it intentionally, but circumstances may arise where that happens, and he's open to the fact that like that's a possibility.
Right.
He's not in denial that could happen,
But-
and that's true with literally anyone.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that-
I
But
mean,
that's the
because
way
I tell you the same way I can say that I don't know if I'm going to cheat or not. I don't know if I'm going to go to space because I can't tell you what tomorrow's going to bring. Maybe tomorrow Elon Musk hits me up and says, "I'll give you a fucking Tesla if you get on this SpaceX flight," and I'll be like, "All right, I don't want a fucking Tesla," and I'll get on the
But
SpaceX
I can
flight.
understand that point. The thing is, like, if you're going into a relationship, do you say that from the get go, or do you
No,
not?
I'm open when I ask. Have you ever cheated before? Yes, I have.
Okay.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's only if the question is asked.
Well, I'm not gonna sit there and just be like airing out dirty laundry. Like I that's where your history need to stay a mystery.
God damn it.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we take it back to the rules.
Saying.
You try to get me. Like I've been doing this for 34 years.
Since you were one?
Right.
I came out the womb and the motherfuckers was like, this guy's special. 36 hours. They had to cut my
wine.
ass out. All right.
Ready for the next one?
The
I like that one.
You like the next rule?
Yeah.
So the next rule is learn the rules.
Damn.
Very fitting.
Oh yeah.
That does.
This is a very good rule.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
This is a very good rule.
Learn the rules. Like I think that's very fitting because like any game you play, you need to learn what type of boundaries you operate in.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Because if you get too reckless, then like in the pimp game, you get caught up in some crazy shit. I mean, in the stock game, you could get caught up in some crazy shit.
Yeah.
In the blazer with the blue flower on it, you can get caught in some crazy shit. I fucking hate. I'm telling you, I fucking hate that me and Ghost is out here in fucking joggers and y'all bitches got jeans on.
Y'all should have said something while I was getting dressed.
But let's be honest. Do you think he owns a pair of joggers?
Yes. I own two pairs of joggers from work because they sent me joggers.
Yeah, he got his little thing. But mostly if he wasn't wearing those jeans, he'd probably be wearing the fucking camo shorts.
I was just gonna say cargo shorts.
The camo cargo shorts he got.
Yeah.
Wow, y'all drinking wine out of solo cups?
I am, yes.
That's awfully redneckish of you.
I have my wine glass.
Hey, know the rules. You don't drink wine out of a fucking solo
I
cup.
have a wine glass if you want.
You put-
Stemless.
I'm good.
Wow.
I'm a wino. We drink it out of
what kind
brown
of you guys
paper
drinking?
bags.
What kind are you guys drinking? The black one?
No, not the black. That's next.
That's next.
Long nut.
Where is my fucking edible?
It's gonna be a good
So learn the rules of the game, right?
Yeah.
So whatever you get into, you got to learn the rules.
Don't you hate it when you open up the rules and it's in Chinese?
¿Qué?
What are you
Pero ¿qué
doing?
está diciendo ese hombre?
You're trying to read the rules, but
And
you
it's in
can't
Chinese?
understand them because they're written in Chinese.
Yeah.
What game are you playing?
Mandarin, I should
The
say.
fuck is the Squid Games? Like,
Yeah, you have a point, man.
That's
what
South
game are you
Korean.
playing?
I think. Are you talking about women?
Yes.
Okay.
Like,
See?
are you
He
talking-
got it.
No, because there are way clearer ways.
like
the, the better analogy would have been like, don't you hate when you're in the middle of reading the rules and they begin to shift on you? Because I feel like that is a more apt
No,
description.
but I just
That
feel
is.
like how many massage places have you gotten to fucking Robert Kraft, man? You Deshaun Watson in here and shit.
You ever
You
got
don't you don't know how to ask for a happy ending in the Chinese massage parlor? Is that what you're trying to tell us? My man's like, how you do it in Chinese? how you say happy ending in Mandarin?
This guy.
Anyway.
Wait, what are the rules for asking for a happy ending in a massage place?
Let's fuck.
Are we gonna take a field trip to the massage parlor?
Nah, like
It's not fun for me. There's never no guys there.
for what?
What? My happy ending?
What is he gonna do to you?
He could do a lot.
And you judge us.
I mean, like,
I'll be
who we talking about it?
sickening to my stomach here.
There are male masseuses, right? They're always on TV.
Bro,
because there's always a guy that ends up with the male masseuse, and it's a real uncomfortable situation.
Yeah, so that was the thing. We were talking to somebody, and I was like, I got to get a massage, but I'm like, I'm scared to go to the massage parlor. Like,
Because it's a
why?
guy, yeah.
And I'm like, because it could be a guy. They're like, but you can request. I'm like,
Yeah.
but I feel, and this is
boy
this is
was
me.
tough. Yeah.
I'm like, man, I feel dirty if I go to a place and be like, I want a massage from a woman, and everybody like, I feel like I'm being judged. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you want a massage from a woman?
I remember one time I got a couples massage and he got the girl, but she wasn't like she was, not that good looking. But the guy that gave me the massage, bro, he was going up a lot more up than what I thought he was gonna go.
Oh,
like,
so wait. Hold on. So you was getting felt up next to your dude.
It's not felt up. It's a massage.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen videos that start like this, and
Where is it?
Exactly.
Was it of the cuckold?
Let me guess. You had
Did I know that? It's crazy.
you had a lot of tension in your lower back.
It was like my upper thigh.
Oh,
It was like but it felt good, but like
I bet it did.
Why you
Oh
looking
wow,
at my feet?
this man secretly
No,
got cucked.
I was thinking about
Didn't
something
even know it.
about the whole
No,
massage thing.
oiled
About
up and
what is it about
everything.
Vaseline that people like so much when they're doing intercourse? I always want to know
Vaseline?
that.
I-
Vaseline, or the
Baby oil?
baby oil.
Baby oil. What is it about baby oil?
I don't know. I've wanted to do that. I've
I
never done
always
that.
I
the
thought about it.
full
Yeah, the full body.
like baby oil thing. I've wanted to try that. But the problem with baby oil
It's just
is
so
it
slippery.
degrades latex, so you have to be careful because then you're more likely to rip the condom if you expose it to
condoms.
You a funny dude.
I think you
You
have
use
I think-
condoms.
Who said we using condoms?
So
You're safe.
Hey,
You're safe.
hey,
I respect that.
hey, look,
He's
this
safe,
is
he's safe.
where your history should be a mystery because you have a history of not using condoms. And we know this, man.
But back to
recent
that, it has
times.
to be on there for a significant amount of time. It's not like you put it on there and it immediately
But baby
starts
oil
to
lasts a
degrade.
while. It lasts a while. Unless you're continually rubbing it, it'll like go in, but like it lasts a while.
Well, that's what I'm. No, but that's what I'm saying.
I don't.
But it takes a
I'm
while.
sorry. Like
You ever
I,
tried it?
to degrade.
No,
the
but
latex
but
to the
it.
point.
I just be like,
You did? Oh wow!
Like,
Like whole body?
Like
Okay.
not
like
my-
I
yeah.
like to be clean after sex. Like
It's
after
sticky.
sex, I'd be
It's
It's
like,
very sticky.
It's like you feel like kind of dirty a little
Greasy?
bit. Greasy for sure. So you take a I take a shower.
so like honestly, like if I was to do something like that, it would have to be at her place because like
yeah, you gotta have the right sheets and everything.
no
It fucks up your
because
sheets.
like me like after I nut, like you lucky to get me to do anything. Cause I'd be like, I'm ready to fucking pass out. You know,
Just
like
get a
I'm
post
done.
workout.
No, listen, I'm done. I don't want to fucking change the sheets. I don't want to do nothing. You know, but and then sometimes you
That's
gotta take
the
it.
nice
It's like if I'd have to get up and go wash all this baby oil off me and change these sheets. Like
round
I don't
two.
get
Round
the,
two in the
but
shower.
No, I don't get the
Gracias.
I don't get to fucking enjoy my post nut clarity.
Yeah.
Where I'm just fucking there like fucking
Post nut clarity in the shower.
right.
You don't do post nut clarity in the shower.
Listen, but again, like what
You
I'm
don't
saying,
shower.
Lay there and enjoy it.
It's
I'm like,
dirty.
Who takes a shower after?
I mean,
You take a shower after?
Sometimes.
sometimes, not all the time.
depending on how dirty
You've
you
never
got.
taken a shower like never.
I can't. No, I go right to bed.
it depends on how.
Damn.
No, it depends.
So if you
it depends,
super dirty and sweaty and
No,
stank,
it-
you still
it
just gonna
I
depends.
go right to bed.
it depends on how much work you were put.
Yeah,
in.
that's true.
Like if I put in my 30-second hit it and quit it, then it was like, all right,
Oh my god!
right? It's not quick.
Jesus.
It's not quick enough to put up a sweat. But then if
30
I'm sitting there going a
seconds.
while, then it's like, okay.
Does 30 seconds really feel good for you though?
It does.
Listen,
It does.
Listen, we're gonna let you in on
my God.
on a man's
does.
secret.
It does.
Look, we could be in there anywhere between 30 seconds or 45 minutes. It's all the same.
It's all the
Tragic.
same.
At the end of the day, you catch
All
that
right,
nut.
so let's ask this
Tragic.
question, right?
Tragic.
So you're with a dude, right? And he goes, a
Let's just
minute.
call him 4 for
Just
example.
let's call him call no I'm saying call it a minute. Right? My man puts in a minute of work and it is fucking boom. Like, do you take that as like a compliment that you made him come that quick? Or do you take it as a disappointment, like what the fuck?
It's like both. I feel like it's like, wow, yeah, I did that. And then it's like, dang, I didn't have fun. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with a minute? What am I supposed to do? What you didn't even do anything.
I don't know.
Like, good for you.
What do they say?
Pero me.
Oh no, I got mine. You better get yours.
That's why I gotta make sure they get theirs first.
Thank
Listen,
you.
no.
And then you-
This
Yeah,
is
bring
why I
out the
recommend to
vibrator.
everybody that you need to go back and watch a classic called The Original Kings of Comedy. That one skit with Bernie Mac was
Oh
like,
yeah.
All the you need to hurry up and get yours because I'm damn sure gonna get mine. 2 minutes, one heavyweight round. That's all you get.
That's horrible.
That
is horrible.
All you gotta do leading up to that.
Listen, you got. We putting on the original Kings of Comedy after this. You gotta watch that. That skit puts fucking like everything in perspective for me.
It's tragic.
It's
So
not.
tragic.
It is beautiful.
Not for me. Jesus.
But from a girl's perspective, can you do something different to make them not come faster?
No.
What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Spread your legs.
Stop giving you pussy? Like,
You could do more foreplay.
yeah, but then you go at it and it's the same thing.
Yeah, you got a point.
And, like, you could do as much as you want, like, down there. First of all, like, it depends on how you're doing it down there.
Yeah.
Like, so, like, I guess, but, like, for
Donkey
me personally, yeah, I could use full fisted, you know. Ugh.
Whoa.
No. It's horrible.
Whoa.
That's the wine talking.
That was supposed to be a joke. You were not supposed to co-sign the
My
donkey
bad. I'm
punch.
so sorry.
Let your history remain a
No,
mystery.
sorry.
I love it. No,
It's going to be the theme of today's podcast.
I could never. I'm sorry. Off topic. It's a little related, but like I've seen that. I don't know how that works. Like that. I feel like that would hurt me.
Like I feel like I want to ask you something, but then I feel like it's definitely none of my fucking business.
But what is it? Just ask
I don't
it.
think it's.
Just ask,
Just
and if she
do it.
feels
Just-
like answering, she'll answer.
Yeah.
Because now I'm curious.
Yeah, me too. I'm very curious.
So again, please, it's not in my fucking business. But I was gonna be like as a woman, what do you think? Like for you, like the biggest like thing you like. What's the word I'm looking for? That you consider putting in there.
Whoa.
Biggest thing.
That's deep, right? Yeah. I know. I get it deep. No. So I asked this, right?
Like a
because
beer
look,
bottle, champagne
no, but
glass,
let me
baseball
no
bat.
let me just
Explain yourself.
Let me explain, right? So when I worked at the porno store when I was a kid, right?
Oh my god.
No.
No. I'm just
true
thinking.
story.
My bad.
So this skinny chick comes in one day, right? And she's talking to me for a minute, you know, and they all try to make chit chat at night. She's like, what's y'all return policies on toys?
Ew.
You talked about this before.
Ew.
Yeah.
So, but I'm explaining to her because I don't think I told her this. So I'm like, what do you mean? She says, I bought a dildo, but it's not big enough. So I was like, did you use it? She was like, yeah, once. I was like, no, I don't think you could return that.
No.
So then as she's going through the toys, she grabs a fucking like a dildo, and I swear to God, the shit had to have a fucking diameter of maybe 3 or 4 inches. Like, and she was like, this one looks like it'll be fit. And it's like it was thicker than her fucking forearm.
I mean,
And I was like,
look, like the
like I get you guys could push babies out that motherfucker.
it's
but
a muscle. It's a muscle.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, when I got to sit there and think, like, what's the biggest you would fucking consider? Because I've seen videos where, like, footballs come out that shit, fists
what
go
the fuck
inside
videos
that
are you
motherfucker.
watching?
Listen,
So as a teenage boy on the internet, you see a lot of
See a lot of shit.
it's not like
I've seen
something.
fists, but not footballs.
I've seen fists
I've
too.
seen
I've seen
champagne
whole
glass.
heads.
Wait, I've seen that one too.
We see what?
Whole heads. You've never seen that?
No.
That shit
Okay,
blows my
post-podcast, I'll show
mind.
you.
That shit blows my mind.
Look, I just wonder, like when I'm supposed to hit
for
that
me,
after
are you
that?
asking personally for me?
No, I'm just like
In general, for women.
No, I'm just saying, like, from a blanket statement, right? Obviously, you know, the occasional dick is only going to be so much. So, do you ever see yourself like wanting to take something like substantially bigger than a dick and be like, I want to try and stretch this motherfucker out?
Oh no, I don't think any girl wants to try to stretch her pussy out.
I doubt that.
I disagree.
I mean, okay. I feel like it all depends on like what type of sensation you're going for, because like there's two sensations. It's the one that you get penetrated and the one that's your clit. So they're two completely different sensations. So like,
Which one is better?
I mean, obviously the clit. I feel like it's more sporadic. Like it can be so intense that it's like, wow. But then like at the same time, if you're getting the right motion from getting like penetrated, it's just like it could be the exact same thing sometimes. But I mean, it doesn't matter about how big it is. It just matters about where you're hitting it, right? So you can have like this tiniest shit in there, but if you're hitting the right spot, it'll feel like it's the biggest shit you've had. But also like you can have a really big thing and not feel anything at all. It'll just be like in and out, in and out. That's it.
So is that like?
So so that means is that true? What they say? It's not the size of the boat; it's the motion of the ocean.
No, it's true. Like fingers can do that shit. If you hit in the right spot in there, you can do anything to a girl. Like it'll make her feel fucking amazing. But if you're not, it's just like you'll like for me, I don't understand how guys don't feel that. Like if a girl's not liking it, she's obviously not going to be as wet. Like at least for me,
That's
like
true. I've learned that through the years.
Right. Like if it's not good for me, I instantly like it's instant. Like if I don't like it, it's instant. It's crazy how instant it is.
Yeah.
But like I don't like if you feel it. Like I don't know what guys don't know about that. Like how are you not feeling that?
The spongy spot.
Not the spot, like just the wetness. Yeah, like you know when it's going dry and you're still going.
Yeah.
Like come on now. Like that's the part I don't understand. I'm like, how you not like you trying to get me back in the thing, but you're not doing the right motion.
You gotta switch it up.
Yeah, but so like size really does not matter. It's just how you work it, literally. But size could help if you're doing it right, but it doesn't matter. If you
size gives you a leg up, but it doesn't guarantee a win.
Yeah, I mean, it's like length could be cool, but then it's like okay, but then girth is like I feel like personally girth is better, but then length it all depends, you know. It's just like how it's worked.
Damn, women is so much more complicated than us,
right? You just bust a nut.
You need this, you need that. Literally, I need a little bit of moisture in 45 seconds. That's all I need.
All that shit.
I mean, fuck it. And if you ain't got all that, I got
great.
saliva. Like we got fucking like. You don't even have to have the moisture. Like,
I am happily born into
you just have to be still for 45 seconds. That's all I need.
Oh my god,
Let's just take a moment to accept what privilege we do have. The male privilege.
You could do.
Shit sounds complicated.
A girl can do it in like 30 seconds, like even 10 seconds. Comes quickly.
How,
if you
it seems like you guys think it's more thinking involved.
It sounds like I need a roadmap.
Yeah. No, it's like if it feels
fucking
like
treasure map, like you fucking Jack Sparrow trying to find a black pearl.
Is this the right rate of speed?
I mean,
is this the right motion?
I've never had a girl come in 30 seconds before. Ever.
It happens. It can happen. It's just like, first of all, you just have like the girl has to be really like excited to super. If you like, especially if you're like for like what I think it is like there's hot spots on your body. If you're hitting those spots first before you hit down there, she's gonna more that she's horny and really wet down there. It's like it's kind of like edging. Like you're edging her to the point where as soon as you touch it, she could automatically come.
Damn. Yeah, I did.
You know?
I need to go back to school.
Yeah.
It was just like.
Never 30 seconds.
Never 30.
It was great.
Never 30
You
seconds.
can do it. It's like as you just like. You gotta hit.
Does every girl know their spot?
No.
Or it all depends on...
It all depends. It all depends, yeah. Like, it could... One time, it could be, like, right in the middle, and then sometimes, like, right on the side, you know?
So it changes.
So we back to the road.
It's not the same spot every time.
So we back to needing the road.
But there's a certain motion that you can do. Like, there's, like... for me, like, it's, like... There's a certain motion that I'm just like, woo.
Like it's like a fucking secret code.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Every girl has her own Konami code.
Yeah. Seriously. Because I've asked other
like I feel like I could figure out the fucking fatalities of Mortal Kombat a lot easier than this.
Probably.
It's like X,
back B,
X,
diagonal, back, forward trigger.
Because I've asked other girls, I'm like, does this work for you? Like, this is what I do. And they're like, no, I have to do this. And I'm like, what? How do you do that? So it's all depending. Like, because like there's different spots where a girl's G-spot can be, like, apparently.
So follow-up question. Do you ever impart this knowledge on your partners?
Oh, yeah.
From like the get-go? Is that a common thing? Because I've never had that.
Not from the get-go. Okay, like it depends. So like it depends on how it's going in the beginning. Like if I think like you think you're a big shot, I'm not gonna play into it. Like, I feel like you're being a little too cocky. But if you're actually like trying
my man's last week, right?
no,
Yeah,
no,
big shot.
it's just like
Wasn't that his name?
no.
it was Foe.
It's faux.
I
Foe.
thought he said his name was Big Shot.
No, it was Foe.
My
I
bad.
hate you. But like, it just depends. I mean, if it's going well and I feel like I'm really into you, then I'll be like, all right, go to the left, go to the right. Like,
Okay.
You
So
know.
you kind of like train them.
yeah.
What the fuck did they do? The cha-cha slide to the left?
It depends.
To the left?
Yeah.
Now cha-cha with it. Like
I don't know. For me, I feel empowered when I do that because I'm just like, yeah, like fucking.
Yeah,
maybe that's
Yeah.
what that maybe that's a trick. Like
'Cause when
play the cha-cha slide.
Yeah, because when you let a girl feel like, then she starts to like just let loose. Like, at least for me, I'm just like, whoa. And then I feel like kind of like I'm dominating, but I know I'm not. But I know that I can give you what I need and give you what you need. And I'm like, all right, we're going to work this out, you know?
So amazing.
Interesting.
All right.
Hashtag girl maps.
All right.
Girl maps.
It's gonna be to get
All right,
girls to just give me a map from the
back
get-go.
the fuck up.
What?
We're doing a podcast here, damn it.
Oh,
This ain't y'all fucking sex education course.
Yeah, man.
The
Listen, we grew up in Florida. We need one.
You
Welcome
two
to Honeybee's Sex Education.
You two motherfuckers is over there taking notes.
Hey, man.
Me and
got
Ergoff over
to.
here just looking at each other like, can we move on?
Okay. That's what happens, and that's why you come in 30 seconds and the girl don't come at all.
Oh.
Hey,
That's
But
why
he
she
got
don't.
his.
hey,
though,
hey,
so-
guess what though?
But does she call back?
Hey,
Does she message you back?
She don't got to.
I guess you got the post nut clarity.
Yeah.
yeah, you realize, what am I doing here? What was that? Who sent the text message today was that I think we should just be friends. It's like, yeah, me too.
Yeah. I sent that.
That's the post nut clarity right there. Like, yeah, I think we should just be friends.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever have you ever texted like the girl, let's say the other person was very interested but you weren't interested, and then you were like, nah, this was great but it wasn't great.
Yep.
You've done that?
Honesty is the best policy. Why not?
I'm just like,
I think it's
I just
I
ghost.
think yeah. Well, I'm saying
Don't
like
respond
I'm gonna
back.
say like I kind of be more with the ghost. Like I'll play
That's
a couple.
That's
Like,
passive. I don't do that passive shit.
Well,
I'm a
no, I
man
just
about
be
my-
like I'll be making up excuses. Like
Yeah.
I got shit going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know I got a lot of work
people
today.
will get the point. you
Yeah, and then
know?
you just
I mean,
start.
I just hit him with the. It was nice, but I don't think we're compatible.
I just go do the 30 seconds,
that
and
nice.
then it's like, you know, I write my own ticket at that point. If you really like me, you're gonna let me come back. If I didn't hit you up, you'd be like, well, there ain't no harm, no foul. It was only 30 seconds.
Ever happened to you?
What?
That-
What?
Out of my mind. You
The
don't?
whole-
Do you not go back for round 2, or are you just like done?
Hey,
You-
in my
you-
younger days, I was.
You understand half the shit I'm saying is just to make you laugh, right?
Oh,
Fuck that! Stop lying. I know you too well. Stop your shit,
like 30 seconds and I'm out.
bro.
I'm knocked out.
Knocked out, man.
Listen,
Depends on how long you are.
I tell you what, the best sleep is right after you nut.
It is, man.
I think me and Ghost
I can
are
agree with
probably
that, but
similar.
I'm
I
ready
be
for
having
round
that
2.
marathon sex.
It's a workout. You're
Hey,
like,
I gotta get my exercise some way. I'm fat as hell.
Yeah, but to me, it's like
I like marathon sex.
Yeah, but you only have
Yeah,
marathon
sometimes.
sex when you get it regularly. Like if it's been a while,
No,
but if it's been a while, I'm quick.
Nah, I think marathon sex is something you do at the beginning of a relationship.
No,
I
no,
always do.
No,
you can do
yeah,
it. You can do it.
because when you first start fucking with somebody, it's a lot of fucking,
Yeah,
and then
Yeah.
the more you become accustomed to that person, it becomes maintenance fucking.
It's just.
And
who
every
I
now
am,
and
man.
then,
God, the way you put that.
but it is. But every now and then, you make you get a little more this and that. But
It's just who I am, my G. I like marathon sex, so
I'm-
I have it frequently, as often as possible.
I'm horny 24/7, son.
is that a thing?
And I mean, I'm not just. I'm
No,
not
but
flexing
Girls
and
are
rapping or
always horny
whatever.
24/7.
It's just how it
But
is.
no, but that's only that I would assume, and again, I can't assume too much after last week. but I would assume it's supply and demand. You know, again, like when you don't have, you know, like again, if you rolled over in bed and there was somebody there to fuck, then you'd be like, all right, I got it. You know, like I could see having sex every day, every other day, but like fucking marathon sex isn't something you do like on a regular basis.
Yeah, it's good for
Honestly,
the heart.
sometimes like I remember one time I was like, this probably after my breakup, and I had like a rebound guy, but like he wanted to have sex. Like we would have sex and then we'd go to bed, and then like 2 hours later he'd wake me up to have sex again. I'm like, I'm not even like, it would be immediate, and I'd be like, I'm not feeling this. Like I don't. It's
Do
just
you
like,
consider that marathon sex, like with a break in between?
yeah, because like we just did it like 2 hours.
See, like
Like the same day?
In that definition, I could get down with. You got a little bit of time in between.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, you have sex, you give it like an hour or two, you have sex again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could definitely see that on somewhat of a regular basis. But like to me, like when you say marathon sex, it's like we fucked and then we fucked again. So yeah, I need some time. Give me a minute.
Well, I
damn
feel
it.
like-
Drink some Gatorade, come back to it.
Well, the thing is, girls can go back to back because obviously we didn't come the first time. So like,
I mean, it seemed like that was so obvious.
I mean,
he
like,
didn't even give me a chance.
I mean, the way you talking, you said 30 seconds, so obviously, but like,
yeah, but you can come in 30 seconds too.
yeah,
You
if
said
it's
that.
if it's right,
Okay.
and majority of the time it's not right.
How do you know it's not right though?
You know it's not right.
You
Is it-
judging us? Like,
I am judging. I am extremely judging. You said 30 seconds.
Listen. Let your history be a mystery, my brother. Don't. You see, that's why we can't give them too much.
So you really paying attention when you fucking her? You really paying attention to what you're doing to her, or are you paying attention more what you're feeling?
Hey, listen. Like,
I'm more of a visual guy.
What-
So
what-
if I see it, I get more hornier.
Yeah,
Well-
but are you doing actively giving her what she wants, or are you just focusing on getting your
I'm
nut?
focusing on getting mine. bro.
Exactly.
listen. I'm not giving you my secrets, damn it. My history will be a mystery. Like, don't y'all learn anything from this fucking book I be teaching y'all? God damn it, man. Don't give them everything.
Oh god.
She already walking in there expecting 30 seconds and she not gonna come. So you
Now-
know
now-
what?
now
you
you're
know,
gonna be
you know what?
overachiever.
Yeah, but
Right.
now it's like
Under promise, over deliver.
exactly. So if I tell you I'm only 30 seconds, I gave you 3 minutes, you'll be like, damn, this motherfucker really put in work. Right? Now 3 minutes don't seem so bad anymore, right? Shit. When you was thinking about 30 seconds, you got that's a 600% improvement. 600%
My man over here
improvement.
playing chess.
If you could fucking get any type of 600% return, you living life to the fullest. We talking about
No,
Rockefeller style, Wolf of
no.
Wall Street, 150-foot yacht type style.
Oh man.
What's the longest you ever went?
Me?
Yeah.
Like 20.
And I hope he came. Because I hate the women that say they went a long time and the guy didn't come. Like,
I would feel bad.
yeah, man.
I would feel bad. I'd be like, what did I do?
Just fake it. I've
It's
faked
not
it before.
worth it. It's not.
Sometimes
Hey,
it's not.
you start, what they say, you start drooling a little bit,
No.
dripping down.
The longest I've gone was probably like 20, 25 minutes. I've had like, well, this is a lie, maybe like 40 minutes.
Full intercourse or just foreplay and intercourse?
It's like a bit of both. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? What do you mean?
I can't get, like, I feel like if it's too long, then it's too long. Like, obviously, you want to have sex to come. That's the goal, you know?
Yeah,
So,
I could see maybe 15 to 20 minutes of
15 to
foreplay,
20. Yeah.
and then
Yeah. Like, it depends on the guy's stamina, but
like
then, like,
I'm super sorry.
in my
Like
head, I'm
look. I'm
gonna say
gonna
shit.
just say I'm gonna say this. Look,
my history be a
my
mystery.
my whole adult life has been running around money first. Right? I gotta work. I gotta do this. I gotta be efficient. So if I can get the same enjoyment out of 20 minutes I could out of 40, then I'm getting that bitch out of 20 minutes. You get what I'm saying? Because then the other 20 minutes I'm gonna focus on something else. Maybe get my sleep, play a little, fucking Xbox, fucking get a sandwich, like something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna sit there and waste 40 minutes for the same thrill I could get in 20.
You could spend 20 minutes now, have a nice long sleep.
But that's what
and
I'm
then
saying.
at like 6 a.m.,
come
bang
back.
your ass again.
Exactly.
Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like hit it. Another 2 hours later, hit it again. Another hour later, hit it one more time. Like, it don't need to be this fucking long ass. Like, who the fuck gonna stretch sex out for 45 minutes?
Don't you feel like you have the best conversations after you have sex?
Yeah.
Who's having conversations after sex?
No.
Obviously not you.
No. Your mind is open, bro.
Yeah. My mind
that's
is
when you
open and my
actually
eyes
listen.
is closed. The fuck out of here.
So you're not listening to me before, but afterwards.
Fuck, man.
Oh my god.
Damn it, man.
Yeah.
It's
You
true.
probably be the fucked up person to be talking some dumb shit like I love you, and then
Yeah,
after,
I talk when I have sex.
yeah,
When I
but that's
say
what I'm
things, they
saying.
tell me
Like, and
after
then
the fact.
after you nut, you like, how do I get out of this?
No.
You're talking to yourself like, Ghost, I did it again. Like, how many times I told you stop using that fucking L word? Every time you get in them guts for about 15 seconds, right? The minute that the fucking you go from lemon pepper to a little bit of lubricant, you're like, I love you.
Wait, do you guys say that?
I do.
What?
You do
I
it
do.
every time?
Like princess.
Okay.
Like, I love you.
I
certain things.
I try not to talk too much.
No, I'll talk. We're gonna have a full-fledged conversation. I'm gonna have you laughing.
I feel like when you laugh while doing it, I feel like that's just the best thing.
It is.
I feel like that's just such a. It doesn't matter if it's not a real connection.
I don't care. Like, if I'm fucking and somebody laughing, my dick going soft, I'm getting out of
it
there.
ain't
No,
gonna-
it's not like that.
Like,
though.
you laughing at me, like, oh, okay, I get it. You used to Mandingo, I'm gone.
No, it's more like like it like you like something funny happens or
Yep.
like and it's just like you both laugh and
That
it's like
muscle
oh,
contraction is everything.
You mean like
right,
if somebody
a cough, a
queefs?
sneeze, a laugh, all that feels
right.
amazing.
It just makes it more enjoyable. I mean, it doesn't have to be a real connection, but at that moment, it's like
Okay, can we get into a real podcast topic?
yeah, my bad.
yes.
All right, you guys
Yeah, 'cause
done
I'm
talking
starting
about
to
your
look
little
like
sex
Will Smith over
education?
here.
Like, I'm literally like this is gonna be like last episode was sex education. This one was like sex education part 2. What's the name of the show on Netflix about
Sex
sex?
education.
Nah, the sex life
Sex life.
with the horny
Yes.
bitch.
There's also
Yes.
a show called Sex Education. Literally.
Listen,
it's
listen.
a good show too. Actually,
All right, so look, I'm gonna put 2 topics out there. I want y'all to choose one. All right,
All right.
we only gonna take one of them because we got a special Patreon, and then that'll be it. All right, so one, I want to talk about, like, I know some of y'all don't know about football, but John Gruden, the ex-coach for the Raiders, he sent out some emails, and then shit came back to hurt him. We're talking about email security, or what would you do? Would you get back with your ex if you seen them with somebody else?
You mean if you seen the ex with somebody else?
Mm-hmm. Which
In what way,
which
like-
topic y'all want? Emails or the ex?
I'll do emails.
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 I do emails.
Emails.
Well, emails have it.
What the fuck? Y'all don't want look. You see, y'all trying to keep y'all history a mystery. I like this. Learning from the rules. Like, oh, just a little bit more.
So what did these emails
All right,
say?
so the thing about this thing with Josh Gruden or John Gruden, whatever the fuck, right? He sent some emails and they had some like racial slurs in it and a couple derogatory things, and apparently he got hacked, and those emails became public. So obviously, homie lost his job.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely did.
Yeah.
So I think one email he was like bashing one of the gay NFL players who came out. Another one, I think he said the N-word. But the reason the topic fucking like brought so much attention to me was like, yo, bro, it's 2021. Like, you fucking really think an email is that secure?
Right.
Like, especially being a man in a position of power.
Right.
Like, you think you could just do this shit?
I don't understand how people are so comfortable.
But how ballsy is it for you to walk around like that? To say like I could just be what I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, like we're in a civilization now where Trump walked around saying whatever the fuck he wanted to say.
Right.
But I never heard Trump say the N-word.
Yeah.
if he did, they would excuse it.
Maybe.
He's bulletproof. Now,
I-
if there's anybody that's bulletproof,
but
it's
at least
him.
but the thing is, you never heard him say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just thought I was like, what kind of fucking society are we in that people don't think emails get leaked? I mean, they fucking hacked Hillary. Remember all Hillary's emails came out in 2016? Like,
So I don't think they don't think it's gonna get. I think they feel untouchable,
Yeah.
right? Because you, and I can say this because I'm guilty of this. Not nothing like that, but like there are points in my professional career where I'm like, I know, short of like sexual assault, there's nothing that could rock my job and where I am right now. So you get comfortable and you know you're solid and you don't have worries, but that leads to carelessness. And when you're an inherently shitty person, you're more likely to get caught up in some shit because you're doing so much shitty shit that one little slip up.
I don't
And
know.
you're fucked.
It's so crazy because I don't even. There's times I will text somebody and be like, I'm not going to text you this over text. Call me. Like, I don't know. Like, and it's not even that the fear that somebody wants to. I don't know. I think people are just, like he said, they get comfortable and they think they're untouchable. I respect, my privacy and other people's privacy. And I don't know. Like, it seems very irresponsible to, especially of a work email. Was it a work email?
yeah, it was his. I think his official regular
Right. So
email.
over a work email, you feel comfortable enough to say these kinds of things. Like that's just bad judgment. Like he ain't got nobody to blame but himself. Yes, there is an expectation of privacy, but come on.
But let's put it into context. It was 65,000 emails. His email was the only email that was taken out. So obviously he was sending that email to somebody. So that person had to send something back.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what that other person said because that person is in a higher power. So he was like the scapegoat.
That is true.
But what's the statute of limitations? Like I've said things through text before with friends and stuff like that. How far back can you go to go after somebody?
So this is a great question because it partially deals with cancel culture, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, how are you going to cancel me for something I said back in 1999
Exactly.
when everybody was cool with what I was saying?
Yeah.
How are you going to cancel me today? And
Yeah.
then how long am I canceled for? How do I come back? What is my redemption? Like, I don't know how fresh these emails were, right? But like,
They were pretty fresh.
oh,
They were pretty fresh.
So that is a very interesting question, Andre, and I gave it a lot of thought when this whole. So, to go back to the whole cancel culture and Chappelle and all that stuff, and it's like there's two things that kind of people don't really think about is when somebody is expressing their opinion in the absence of hate or pushing an agenda, it should be accepted. And that's just what it is.
Yeah.
And I feel like in the case, because I was like, am I just on Chappelle's side because I like him? Or did he really present his case in a way that was pragmatic and it wasn't like pushing any kind of hate? If you feel, if you are insecure about something, or if you're fighting for a position in something and you feel like you're being oppressed, then yes, you're going to be a little sensitive to things. Sometimes there is a time and a place to check your own sensitivity. And I think if you're not, like I said, if you're not oppressing anybody or if you're not peddling hate, you're entitled to that opinion, even if it's something that I don't agree with. And I have a lot of I'm from Mississippi, so I have a lot of conservative friends. And sometimes they say some shit and I'm like, I don't agree with that. But I don't necessarily cancel them, block them, unfollow them, or whatever, because I know these people. And I know that that's just their opinion and it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is.
so can I ask a question? When he used the word nigga in this email, What was the context? Was it like
He didn't.
yo,
he,
my niggas is doing this, or was it like these damn niggers lost the game?
he didn't use the word nigger. He said rubber lips to a certain guy that
He said what?
rubber lips.
Rubber lips?
Damn.
Yeah.
That's racist.
That's racist.
That's
fuck.
that's
That's racist.
that's
as
like-
fuck. Like,
because
no.
so here's where I was going before you said that,
Yeah.
right? Because I am under the impression that all white people,
Have
all
a
of
have a little hint.
well, yes, but all white people say the word nigga
Yeah.
around their homies.
Yeah.
I just know it because I know lots of white people.
Yeah.
And like I just know it, right?
Yeah. It looks-
And so if it was just all like, yo, my niggas on the team are doing great, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
It's like they drop it. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yep.
But to use a phrase like rubber lips,
You such a lie.
what?
You don't remember that night at the McDonald's?
Yeah, but that upset me.
Exactly.
I didn't say I was okay with it. I just said I know all white people do it. But and yeah, that we'll talk about that. But yeah, like to use a phrase like rubber lips,
Yeah.
that is an inherent like prejudice.
very much.
Do you, so do you think so? Because the term rubber lips sounds like it's meant to be derogatory,
Correct.
versus like if you said the N word, like you have to judge whether it's meant to be derogatory or not,
Correct.
right? Like it has obviously a substantial history of being derogatory, right? But nowadays, the way it's commonly thrown around,
Yeah.
That's actually a new one on me. I've never heard rubber lips.
I've never heard rubber lips
I've
before.
never heard
so
that
when he
either.
said
Sounds
when they
like
said it, I was like,
1950s.
what did he
The minute you say the minute you say rubber lips to me, I think of somebody from like one of the movies like Bamboozled, like with
I
blackface.
instantly think racist.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
but I'm saying
Big,
like in
pink,
you know what I'm saying. Like remember Bamboozled, the dude with the black face and the big lip.
And the big lips,
That's exactly. And I'm like, that sounds racist as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it sounds like it was meant to be like it's like a joke for the person saying it.
Yeah.
But it's super derogatory for whoever's getting it. It's like, yo, that's super fucked up. Yeah. You know, like I think you would have got more away with like saying the N word.
Yeah.
You know, be like
Yeah.
because you could say the N word and the N word again because the N word's a history of derogatory. But now, like again, like between you guys, you could say the N word to each other and it's just like a term of endearment.
Right.
Versus like if you you know.
Yeah, we took our word
random
back.
guy down the street calls you that, and it's like, "Yo, what the fuck? Like, you didn't get a pass to say it."
Yep.
You know,
We call
Even
it-
if someone comes at me hostile, like if we're in a club and a dude walks up, like, yo, nigga, you was talking to my girl. Like, I don't care that he called me a nigga. I care he's getting in my face about hitting on his girl.
Right.
Yeah, I
yeah,
wasn't hitting on
you
his
care
girl.
that he stopped the conversation between you and the girl.
Right. So like it is like you have to. I care more about like the context in which you're using the word. Like, did you mean for it to be derogatory?
Yeah.
Right. But with the phrase like rubber lips,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
no
that was
other way.
excessive.
It serves no other purpose.
Literally.
Right.
But that's and that's not even the word that got him fired.
Oh,
Like they let that slide for like a whole week, and then when the whole you letting gay players into the NFL, then that's what got him
Oh
fired.
my god.
That was
Oh yeah, that
goes back to-
they slept on it for like a whole week,
That
and
goes
then
back-
all the gay emails. Then
but
that
you
got
know-
him
but
fired.
You know
so
what? That just gives credence to what Chappelle was saying.
Yeah, but
Thank you. I was just about to say that. He was
You
just
know,
saying
that
that.
just-
but that's
proves
crazy,
his
right?
point.
Like you could be racist, but you can't be anti-gay.
Exactly.
Can't be-
so
Homophobic.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is what the whole Chappelle drama
Literally.
is
Yes.
Yeah, but
It's fucked
That's
up.
so crazy. He comes out with a special, and the shit happens.
No, but-
literally the next month.
So y'all want to talk about that for a second, or
Yeah, let's talk
Let's
about it.
go.
you know, because I
Has
think
everybody seen it? Have you seen it now?
No, I haven't seen it completely, but like when we were watching it a little bit, it was like
It made you think.
there's just a little parts that I saw made me think, and I know what he's getting flack about but it's like, and I just thought it's funny. It's like, if you were part of that culture and you made that same joke, it would not be like I think so if you took a gay comedian, right? Or a trans comedian,
Yeah.
and they made the same exact joke Chappelle made, I think it would have skated. But because
course.
it's Dave Chappelle,
This is black.
That's exactly what it is.
because it's, like, oh, he's got a history against this. But I mean, like, it's just comedy. It's just jokes.
So we went to Cocktails and Screams, which is a bar downtown,
Yes.
and they had this trans comedian up there, like doing the Halloween costume stuff. And then one of our homeboys, Fox, turns around and goes like, "Yo, man, your comedy is exactly like that." And I was all like, "Yeah, but I could never say half the shit she was saying because I would get crucified as being transphobic." Like I've thought of the same jokes she's saying, but I could never say it because
Right.
I'd be considered transphobic.
But let's think about that. That's pretty common. Think about it. So you got a fat person. They get up on stage and they talk about how they're fat. They make fun of themselves. Monique used to do it. A lot of other big dudes do. Was it Gabriel Iglesias?
Bruce used to do it a lot.
Bruce.
Yeah.
But if you call them fat to their face, they gonna get offended.
Yeah.
Well, again, that's where I feel like it depends, right? If I just come out and I'm all like, "Yo, you's a fat mother," like, yes, that's offensive. But if I'm making fat jokes, like, I feel like comedy is supposed to be like I'm 100% with Dave Chappelle, right?
Yeah.
Comedy is supposed to push boundaries. It's supposed to make you uncomfortable. It's supposed to make you think, but it's also supposed to make you laugh. When you think about it, like historically, right? The court gesture, like the one dude in the kingdom.
Well, that's like if you go to a fucking comedy roast. All they do
Right.
is talk shit about you. How many times they go to a comedy roast and they'd be like, "This motherfucker got 3 STDs."
Yeah.
Right? But the thing is everybody's laughing because they're all there for a good time. Nobody fucking
and they
sits
know it's
there.
a joke.
So I
Yeah.
think
Right.
comedy is very necessary in that way, guys, because
100%.
because you have to if you can't laugh at something, that means that it's some kind of insecurity there.
But
You're just being-
need to work out.
Do you think that his jokes are offensive, or do you think that the culture isn't prepared
The culture
for
isn't
that
Culture
type
isn't
of
prepared.
I
that
think-
type of exposure?
The culture isn't prepared because there's a line between roasting and bullying, right? And I think that our generation, we're 30 somethings. I think our roasting was way more
Way worse.
vicious.
Man,
yeah,
it was
than
vicious.
what it is now. And I think we were able to develop a thicker skin and like work out and accept our shortcomings.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's just American society because you go outside of America and they're doing all of that on the daily.
Well-
Kids that are growing up in third world countries or outside of America. they don't
Let's
give
say
a
white
fuck.
America because black people roast each other all the time.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you get
like
thick
it's legit. It's like when you put it into context, like American society is a whole bunch of cultures and a whole bunch of different people of color coming to, you go like to Asia. What is the primary, race there? It's Asian people.
Mm-hmm.
It's not black or white or Middle Eastern. It's primarily Asian people.
I just thought it was funny that when Chappelle was like y'all didn't hate the baby when he killed somebody, y'all hate
Yeah.
the baby when he made a gay joke.
It's crazy because now
and
you
it's
can't
like-
even you can't even
a
express
fucked up
like.
thing.
But-
it's funny. You go around. Oh, I'm sorry. You go around like she was saying. Like you go around a Hispanic person, or elderly Hispanic person, or Asian or black or whatever. And if you're big, they're gonna tell you big. Like you might need to
They
pull
don't
that
give a
from the
fuck.
table.
Little
But
gordita.
if you like nowadays, if you call somebody big, they call it body shaming. It's like not necessarily. We just call this, a spade a spade.
It's just like it definitely, like, people don't know the difference of like sensitivity and ruling out what is a joke and what is bullying. Like if you take it, I get you, people can have their own personal experiences and traumas. Okay, I get that. But if you're listening to a person who is an entertainer, like, you can't take that shit personal. You have to realize that this is his job. to entertain,
But
even if
I-
it's making fun.
I think just a society that like we can't pick and choose who gets a pass.
Hmm.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I think at some point it's just got to be okay or it's got to not be. Like if you don't want Chappelle making trans jokes, that's cool. But then nobody should be able to make trans jokes.
Right. And I was
Like-
I'm trying to find this guy's name.
But I'm saying like nobody. I don't care if you trans or not. Like if making fun of trans is not cool, then nobody should be able to do it. If making fun of heavier set people isn't cool, then nobody should be able to do it. But we always let people like, especially like, if you look at like a gay comedian, they'll make a gay joke, right?
Yeah.
And everybody laughs and it's cool. It's like, oh, it's funny because it's gay, but let a non-gay person make that same joke. And it's like, you're shaming our community. It's like, no, we doing the same thing to your community that you doing to it. You just think, you find it funny when you do it, but when I do it, you don't think it because it's like, you think I mean any negative harm, but I'm doing the same thing you doing. I'm trying to make a buck.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing when you look at the N-word, right? So like the N-word to me is, you know, like it's the derogatory, you know, like it was created in a hateful, you know, offspring.
Yeah.
But now it's like it's used like I'm down for my N-words. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Like so it's a term of endearment. Like so like me, like if I'm listening to rap music, I got a choice when the word come up. Say it or don't say it.
Yep.
So are you
know-
guys familiar with Andrew Schultz?
I'm
Yes.
I'm telling the story here. Like you cut me off, man. Damn.
Finish up, man. Finish up.
I'm trying to, but he cut me off.
My bad.
Bro.
And then you let him do it.
My bad. It won't happen again.
If we add up talk time, we really want to do that?
No, I'm just saying, like I'm trying to explain something here, you know, because again, like this puts me in a position because you know, like I grew up in a black demographic, you know, I'm Caucasian, so I can't say, you know, a word, but it was like it was used around me so much as a person.
But do you use that word around certain people?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it comes out, you know, it comes out sometimes.
Yeah, I know you.
You
Yeah.
know, like, and sometimes it comes out around the wrong people.
Yeah. They feel some type
And
of
I
way.
gotta look and I'll be like, oh shit. Like,
Yeah.
but it's only because like the word was thrown around me so much as a kid and never once was it thrown around me in a negative light.
Yeah. It's always positive. Like
You
a
know what I'm
brother.
saying? Like, it was just like a word.
Yeah.
It was like, so I would sit there and be like, okay. And then because the people I was with knew there was no hate from it,
Yeah.
it never became like you can't do this. It wasn't until like I got around like people that I didn't know on a regular basis. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, like it's some things you don't do. And then you go like, oh, okay, like I understand why,
Mhm.
but it's at the same time, it's like you don't understand me, but I'm supposed to understand you. And, you know, I think that's the part of this cancel culture, right?
Mhm.
They all want us to fucking cancel this, but it's like we never take the two-way street. It's always one way.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, don't make a trans joke, but the trans guy can make a trans joke. Oh, but you're not allowed to say a trans joke.
Yeah.
So in that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like in its own like philosophy is fucked up because now you picking and choosing who can make a joke.
Yeah.
You know, just because it's a certain community, like it shouldn't matter. I mean, like if everybody was proud to be who they were and it doesn't matter, then it shouldn't matter. You know, like you make a joke, you make a joke.
Well, one consistent theme about Americans is his hypocrisy. I mean, it's literally everywhere. I mean, it's in the politics, it's in everything. So this is no exception.
Right. Like it kind of reminds me like, so like being Spanish, like it's hard because like, you know, I have like some of my family, like they're considered black in Peru. Like we have Afro Latino. And then like other parts is like very Spaniard and European.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like very difficult because I have friends that are Spanish that use the N-word constantly, you know? And then I have other Spanish people that will look down on that word, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, it's a very like in between. It's like, can you use it? Can you not use it? And then like I saw like one of my friends, so he's light skinned, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like he had
Four?
Huh?
4?
No, not him. No.
Okay.
Why you call this man 4? I thought it was 4.
It's
I think
faux.
it's faux.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's faux.
But one of my friends, he's light skinned, and so like he had posted a story about this other woman. She was darker skinned, and she was like saying to him as a light skinned black man that he couldn't say the N word because he had white in him. He was like, "You are the people that like you're mixed, and you're the ones that got the privilege and blah blah." And I was like, it doesn't make sense. Like I don't understand. Like there's two different mindsets of that word.
So to piggyback on that, right? And this will blow your mind. That Jennifer Lopez, right?
Yeah.
Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah.
Grew up in New York, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
When she did that one song and she said the N-word, people lost their fucking mind, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, Jennifer Lopez can't say the N-word. Yet Fat Joe,
Yeah.
who's... Now, Jennifer Lopez, obviously, darker, skin-wise, but same nationality, Puerto Rican, just like Fat Joe. Fat Joe could get on a song and say the N-word 6 times.
60.
But he's Puerto Rican too. This makes no sense.
So now the N word being reserved for
Men.
the community that it's meant to revolve around from. Now all of a sudden, Fat Joe can say it. Why?
That's like Tekashi.
You know what I'm
6ix9ine.
saying? Yeah.
Tekashi 6ix9ine was using that like crazy.
Well, we don't
acknowledge him. He's not one of us. He's not a human.
We don't.
I know.
But you get what I'm saying? Like,
Sorry.
like how is it okay at that point for?
That's why I don't think the word is so
Like
important.
I tell you what, like I tell you who I hear the
Serious.
N word from almost more than anything else is Spanish people.
I do.
Yeah.
I hear from Spanish people way more.
All the time.
We gave
Yeah.
them a
It's
pass
crazy.
and they ran with
They
that
ran
shit.
with it, boy.
But it's like, is it really a pass though? Because like Puerto Ricans are majority.
They black too.
Yeah, Dominicans,
Yeah.
Haitian.
I mean, we gave them a
Spanish.
pass. The average
Listen,
black person,
you tell a non paper white Dominican that they are part black and they will try and cut you.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like Dominicans. There's one side of them that they're like, we're Spanish. Like we're from Dominican Republic. We have nothing to do with the Haitian part.
But I think that's like anybody in life, though, right? They always
course.
want all the benefits, but nobody wants the repercussions.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a popular.
You know what I'm
saying.
saying?
They want our
Like,
rhythm,
like
but
I
not our blues.
want to be able,
Right? No, it's true.
I want to be able to say the word. I want to be able to hang out with y'all. But you know what? When it comes to like jobs, like I don't want to be with y'all. Like I want a better job.
It's true. It's true.
What's her name? Jane Elliott?
I don't know.
Dr. Jane Elliott? Isn't that her name?
Uh-uh.
The white lady with the glasses that's been a civil rights activist
No.
from the beginning.
No, I haven't. I
think
gotta
her
look
name-
her up.
I think it's Jane Elliott. Anyway,
But she's white and she's an activist.
oh man, she's great. So she did this one little. She teaches a class somewhere. She did this one. I guess example, and it was a class, and I think everybody in there was white, and she was just like, how many of you people here think that the black experience is far different than the white experience, and that they experience racism, both systemic and overt. And like, it was a mixed reaction. They were like, so do you think that black people are blowing their case out of proportion? And people raised their hands and stuff. And then she asked the question. She was like, okay, so of all the people that the hands are raised that think they're just making a big deal, how many of you would switch places with a black person?
Yeah,
All the hands went down, and she was like, "So that tells the story there, you know what's happening,
Yeah.
you don't want it for yourself."
But like in a situation like that though, like I grew up in a neighborhood
Yeah.
like that, like you know what I mean. So like there was no different from what I experienced.
Yeah.
But like I could see from the outside looking in, like and I deal with that on a regular basis, right? Because like I look Caucasian. So people judge me. And then when I open my mouth, I get rejudged.
Yeah.
Because it's like, whoa. You don't talk like you look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you look like a little white boy, but then when you talk out, it's like you come straight out the, like urban society 101. And it's not like music urban society, like, like hipster. Like, I talk like I'm out of a Kodak Black song.
Like when I'm around my friends and they ask me, they're like, "Hey, do you ever feel like there's racism around you?" I honestly feel like, and I feel this 99.9% of the time in my professional life, I feel like I get the same opportunities in my professional career as I would a white person. I don't ever feel like I get passed up.
Well,
I feel my work speaks for itself.
I think in a category like you may not feel that way, but I think a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah,
but the thing, this is what I was going to say, right? Because like some people say when they see like a black person or whatever that they would do something different.
Yeah,
but it was like, so I would challenge that and say, like, I don't think there's a color of a person that I would act a certain way, but there's a style of a person I would act a certain way.
Okay.
So say gold teeth, nappy dreads.
Yeah.
Right? Now that could be white, black, Latino. If you look rough like that,
you're going to get judged that way.
Like, I'm looking a certain way.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not looking that way because of the color of your skin, but it is the appearance,
your presentation.
The appearance of your presentation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Again, and if I see you in a suit, again, that's like if a dude ran up on you with a fucking teardrop under his eye. Like, obviously, your interaction gonna be different with him. You know what I'm like? All right, this motherfucker got 5 tattoos on the face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not looking at your skin color. I'm looking at you got 5 tattoos on the face.
Yep.
Right? So I'm judging you as that versus.
Yeah, there's definitely presentation matters, and that's another thing. Like I tell people, I realize that I haven't had I've had run-ins with the law, and they all went very smoothly. You know what I'm saying? But I enunciate when I speak. I carry myself a certain way, and that's just how I was raised, and I think that influences it. But I'm not. What?
No, go ahead. I just have a thought.
But I'm not under any, delusion that if I did choose to wear my pants a certain way, or if I chose to put certain accessories in my mouth, all that could change immediately. And I think also but I think it also takes a little bit because they don't know what to expect. Like, I think once you start talking and get them comfortable, then yes.
They're like,
but
wow.
you got to get your foot in the door.
Exactly.
You do have to get your foot in the door.
Yeah.
Now, that's the one thing that I'll say. Like, I feel like my work speaks for itself, this, that, and the third. But having a name like the government name, like the one that I have, which is extremely vanilla, I feel like a lot of times they're like, how do you get these interviews? Well, I was like, I got the whitest name, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that kind of evens out the playing field. If my name was Latavius, how many callbacks would I really get?
Exactly.
But that's horrible in general. Like the fact that they did a whole research on like resumes on certain type of names and which name was going to be chosen and which, and kind of reminds me. So like my coworker, she's in her 40s and she's a black woman, and she is like, oh, these black people, they're so like, they disgust me, and I'm like,
wait,
what?
Huh?
Yeah, that's confused me. She's like, and she has every right to use the N-word, but the way she uses it, it's derogatory. It's not
Self-hate.
Hold on, this is
Right.
yeah.
You know, like in like, so I get it, because like that's like kind of like Spanish people. Like I'll be like, these fucking Puerto Ricans, you know, like there's like Spanish people do that shit all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But I think again this is a misconception of class versus race.
Right.
You know what I mean?
100% agree.
Again, like a lot of people try to be something they're not, or try to fit into some type of degree versus just being who they are. You know what I mean? Like when you see a dude with his pants under his ass and his boxers showing.
I can't stand that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But then the thing is that that's not catered to a race. That's a demographic. You know, whatever demographic you want to call that, you call that. But you know, it's just like you never heard of a fucking belt. It just happens to be that people don't choose to look at it as a demographic. They look at it as a race.
Because that's easier.
Yeah. Or again, the majority of people living this type of lifestyle may fall into a race, but it doesn't make it a racial thing. You know what I mean? Like say, for example, like when you say all these black people wearing their fucking pants underneath their waist. That's not an accurate statement, because like I see that more with young white kids than I do with black people at this point. Granted, I do see black people do it. I do see Spanish people do it. I see white people do it. I see Asian people do it. But it's like that's the culture. You know what I mean? Led by people like, you know, like, again, we talked about influencers like 6ix9ine and shit. If he was to go around and fucking wear his pants by his knees, you probably would see a ton of people do it.
But see, it also can be used as ammunition to further racism. So that's where the line gets blurred, because you'll see the racist dude go up to a black person, tell him to pull his pants up. I haven't seen too many videos of a dude going up to a white person that's sagging like that and say, pull your pants up.
Now, let me flip that, right? Does it not happen? Or do people just not shine the same light?
And
because it's white on white.
Right.
And this could very well be true. But I mean, you would think that the person being afflicted would shine a light on it. They're not doing it, because eventually the people being oppressed gets tired of it, and they shine a light on it. So I'm thinking they would shine a light on it just like we're shining a light on it, because we're being oppressed and we're tired of it.
Yeah, but I still think that racism takes a part of it. You know what I mean? And I don't think, like, it's hard to sit there and say like eventually like generations will die off and racism slowly dissipates. But then it's like we still raise people with racial tendencies. You know, so it's like you're getting a smaller and smaller amount of races. But
until centuries from now, when everybody's the same nice tan color, it's going to be an issue.
I don't think it'll take that long, because there are
it's going to take a while.
No,
I mean, I think racism is slowly losing itself. But the thing is that like you're still waiting on the turn of the century. It's like tattoos, right?
Yeah.
Like tattoos 20 years ago you couldn't have, but now it's like tattoos are starting to become more apparent. But
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, I think it's a little different, because the stigma is just gonna always be there, because it's such a striking visual difference.
Until, I mean, there's such thing as like a tasteful tattoo.
Representation matters, right? So whether we're black, white, Hispanic, whatever, we have a more allegiance, so to speak, or we have a more sense of pride when people that look like us do well. Now, I think that's going to always be the case until everybody looks the same.
Mm.
And that's not going to happen until years from now. I mean, I just think as long as people look different, there's going to be racism.
So I've seen enough people. All right. So ignorance is the problem, right? People are just ignorant. They grow up not knowing black people. They grow up not knowing Hispanic people, right? They don't know anything about them. But I've seen enough videos of like people who grew up in a racist family or area, and because they got exposed to stuff online and then they went out and actually met real black people or real ethnic people, they kind of realized like, yeah, some of the views I had were wrong. Not because, someone told them they were wrong, because they could look at the situation and go, this doesn't make sense. That's why I don't feel like it's going to take another 100 years, right? Because anyone who's logical, right, can look at the situation. They just have to be presented with the opportunity. And information flows so freely now. I feel like most people are going to get that opportunity. And the people who aren't going to be like that are not going to be like that. And the people who are going to be like that are going to be like that.
Right. And there's always going to be people that's going to be like that.
But it's going to be it's a way smaller fraction than I think we give it credit for.
I think
it's a vocal minority.
I feel like I don't think that racism will die. That's what I truly think. Just because, like, no matter what, your heritage. And unfortunately, like in a realistic world, I get like, yes, in probably 100 years, there'll be more interracial people. Yes. But again, there's still going to be that small class of, well, I'm pure. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm from here. And the thing is, like, people really embrace their culture. And I think that's where culture and racism kind of they unite, because like, say you're Spanish, right? There's a whole community of Latin Americans, but I'm Latin American, but I'm Peruvian. Mm-hmm. And I have a huge pride of being Peruvian. So that's never going to be taken away from me.
At least you're not a Nika, so
Right. But like, I feel like no matter what, because I had this conversation before, like I thought like, oh yeah, in 100, 200 years, yeah, racism is not going to be the case. But I don't believe that, because people have such a pride and people are so prideful in where they come from that there's always going to be that type of prejudice, whether it's racism or just being, like prideful in where you're like your culture. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's always going to be there no matter how hard we try, no matter how much you mix cultures and mix ethnicities, mm-hmm. like it's just always going to be there. Yeah. Like there's never going to be, well, I'm a whole mixture. I'm a pot full of cultures. No, my mother is from here and my father is from here. You don't recognize, oh, well, my great grandfather is from here and here and here. And, like you just stick them where your parents told you you're from.
I just want to know when we're going to stop being distracted with skin color.
Yeah.
And recognize that the real enemy is the rich people.
100%. 100%. I agree with that. 100%.
I think me and my friends, we had this conversation last week about our kids. And we were like, hey, would you let one of our kids date outside the race? I was the first one to answer. I was like, as long as my daughters are happy mm-hmm. and they're being taken care of, I don't care if he's white, black, Asian. I can care less. Mm-hmm. He's taking care of my daughter.
What if he's an alien?
I don't care, man. My daughter's being taken care of.
Not of this earth.
But that's the thing, like, people are so close-minded to being open-minded.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, it's so hard to change a closed-minded person to be open-minded. You can give them all of the facts and all of the proof that it's there, but they're still going to think, no, this is my way. This is how it is. This is how it's been for centuries. Like if you take like Native Americans, like they're gonna always be prideful.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, you got to let generations die off, right? Like so. like take it out of context of racism, and now take it in context of growth. If you go into almost any establishment now, they have a self-checkout machine. CVS, Walmart. The older demographic refuses to fucking use it.
Yeah.
Now, some of them do. Like we can't sit there and say that like they just don't. But again, we're being prejudiced and saying 50% or more of the baby boomers don't like fucking self-checkout. They want a real body. Check them out. That's not the way we're moving. We're becoming more efficient. We do this McDonald's test where you fucking order yourself.
Yep.
I don't want that. I want a real fucking person to take my order. Right?
So they can fuck it up?
No, but I'm saying, but when that generation dies, because of the generations that we've have that are built into technology, you don't have that as much. You know what I mean? And to me, that's how like society's gonna go. Like there's always gonna be that portion that's gonna be fuck it, like I'm just this way and it's never gonna change. But you're gonna see a significant decrease in it.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But then it'll come back to the emails. It'll come back to I'll go with everything that's happening, but deep down inside my personal life, I don't fucking like you.
I firmly believe these things are cyclical too, because it's going to get to the point to where everything is automated, self-checkouts, these things, that, and the other. And somebody's going to say, hey, I got a new idea. Let's put people at the checkout.
Of course,
so
everything
that
comes
you can
back
interact
around.
with a real human. And they're going to say, oh, this is refreshingly new and different. And then the next thing you know.
You mean like how everything comes back in full, like vintage is
history
back?
repeats itself. Like people don't understand.
Like they brought the flip phone back.
It's cyclical.
Yeah, it's pretty
It
cool.
is cyclical, and you can count. You notice the trend now. I noticed a chick. She had on a full-on platform boots from the 70s last night when I went out, and then I looked.
Was it vintage night?
No, and then I looked, and there was another chick, and they had on those. I don't even know what they call them. You know, the tie-dyed little dress with the little collars on them. You know what I'm talking about? That they used to wear in the 70s.
You sure it was a vintage night?
No, bro, it wasn't vintage.
Did they have like fish in the shoes?
They didn't have fish in them, but they were full on platform. And then I read somewhere that they're coming back anyway. So
Did somebody ask you to shag?
Oh my god, I hate you. I feel like fashion just comes around. Fashion
You hate
is fashion.
me.
Fashion is sick.
You see,
You know.
it's people like you.
But it's not just that. It's concepts, because I read it. I studied in a marketing class one time. So McDonald's went from being exactly like Checkers. You went, there was nowhere to dine in. You went, you got your food, you left. Then they started creating dining rooms and dining halls and everything. And they got so, big that everybody started replicating their success. And so everybody had these. So then Checkers comes along. And they're, quote unquote, reinventing the wheel. It's quick. Look, we're cutting down. We can make things cheaper because we don't have to invest in this dining area. We don't have to keep it clean. We don't have to do this. We don't have to do this. And so all of a sudden, now you got places like Checkers that don't have dining areas. And it just went back around in a circle. But it's not a new concept, because that's how McDonald's started out. You see what I'm saying? So like, I feel like, yes, we're headed towards complete automation and this, that, and the other. But eventually, like I said, somebody's going to be like, hey, human interaction is kind of cool. And this is it speaks to something. And then they're going to do it all over
That's
again.
why I say racism will never die. Because
Exactly.
it's going to come full circle, no
Exactly.
matter what.
Yeah, because, fuck people not from Earth.
No, I think
what happens is people get shook. They see how bad it truly is. And then, but let's
Look,
let's not kid ourselves, to be honest
I think-
with you. Like racism recently,
Because, like, racism...
just recently hasn't been like it.
But
just
but
be legal,
I
you know what I'm saying?
so to me, like, if you really wanted racism to die, the first thing you have to do is stop asking people to identify.
That, and I also
But
think
you can't. That's like asking somebody to stop looking. Like
No.
You can look at somebody and tell if they're black.
It's talking about like on forums and tests.
No, but so check this out. Like the other day, I'm at work, right? And the guy asked me. He says, "Well, what do you check on your thing?"
yeah, that's.
I
so
was
difficult.
like, well, technically, my heritage is half Mexican, half white, you know. But I was like, I check white because that's what they put me in foster care. They put me as a white kid, so I check white just because it is. But I'm like, technically, my heritage is not. He says, well, why don't you check that? I'm like, just because that's what they checked me as a kid, and it just kind of followed me. I was like, but like, how many times do you see somebody like I think on our driver's licenses we have to put what race we are. You know, when you fill out an application, they ask you, are you white, non-Hispanic, are you black, whatever. Like, if you don't have to answer these questions, no longer am I identifying as race. I'm a human being,
Right.
right? Because now at this point, you don't want people to identify by gender. Right,
But there are sometimes that identifying by race is beneficial.
For
You
what?
have to.
No, I don't think so.
For what?
Yes. For in medicine,
What
you
is-
do not treat black people the same way you treat
but
white
that's
people.
that's a
In
that's,
That's a misconception.
thank you.
That is not a misconception.
No, it is.
That is a
100%.
misconception. It's
100%.
all genetics. Regardless if you are black or white,
African
it's what your
Americans are
they don't
at a
ask for your
greater
genetic.
No,
No,
it's
they're
not. You know
it's
what?
a misconception.
It is a huge misconception. And you know why? Because of racism, because of the environment that black people have been around. They have been they have the less resources. So no wonder why there's higher
Well, listen,
rates
they
of
don't-
diabetes and heart disease,
So-
because they don't have the access to actually get organic foods
You know
and
how
healthy
many black
foods.
women go to a
Exactly.
hospital
So
and then they don't get pain meds because they say they have a higher pain tolerance?
Exactly, and
Those
that's
improprieties are going to always
No,
happen.
let me-
Listen, those improprieties are going to happen so that since we know they're going to happen, you need to know. You need to know what you're working with.
No.
So you say, okay, African Americans and white people are at the same risk for high blood pressure. Maybe not, because African Americans don't have access to, like you said, organic foods and this, that, and the other. If that's a fact, you still need to know what you're working
No,
with.
you don't. No, you don't. Because the thing is, so racism ties us in stereotypes. And stereotypes are always going to be there no matter what. Because I can be like, for me being Spanish, I do certain things because I'm Spanish. And that's always going to be because I'm Spanish. So that's why racism will never die. But the thing about medicine, no matter what, your genotypes, your type of DNA, my X and Y chromosomes have nothing to do with what status I am at.
That's gender. That's
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. But the thing is, like, just because, so I'm not black, right? But I didn't grow up wealthy. I didn't grow up wealthy for not one reason. I lived in a 1-bedroom apartment with my mother, and my mom slept on the couch. So my fact is, the environment that I was in, like, all of the towns around me were factories, right? So now I'm in a red line community because I'm put into that situation. I didn't want it to be like that, but that's just where I ended up, you know? But the thing is, once I'm in that red line community, I'm now in a lower status. So now I don't have access to get a doctor because, first of all, my mom's an immigrant. I don't have health insurance. So guess what? They try to play where race is like, oh yes, if you're black or Hispanic or person of color, you have a certain type of way that you have to get medicine. No, it's because they systematically put you into that place where now you have to get a fucking extra work for this shit because you were put into that. You had no other option to but be in that situation.
So I still kind of disagree because I've looked at numbers. You say, oh, it's because of the diet. Okay, so how do you explain Africans who eat organic food still being at a higher risk for diabetes and high blood pressure?
Because
I'd like to see a peer-reviewed study on that.
and not even that, you're talking about, okay, so you're talking about this generation. Now we're looking into like, okay, I happen to have money. I happen to get out of what my past generation was. Genetics does change. It does. And it'll adapt to our environment. But the thing was, if my grandfather grew up poor, My genetics are adapting to what he was living to. I can have like it doesn't matter what race you are. If I was white and my father had cancer, I have a higher risk of having cancer, but that has nothing to do with me being white. That has nothing to do. That's just purely genetics. So how do you classify genetics and race in the same thing when it has nothing to do?
You use numbers to determine trends. So are we?
Yeah, but that's going back to the systemic racism.
Are we going to be so naive as to think that there's not a benefit in noticing trends and counting trends and trying to predict using mathematics? Are we really going to?
I don't think so, because
the mathematics aren't like the problem is that the issue was caused by racism, right? Like,
doesn't matter what caused it. We're here now.
I understand that, but it has nothing to do with it, right? So you're telling me by your own logic, right? By your own logic, when a black woman goes in to give birth to a kid, she doesn't need an epidural because she's more used to pain because her family was slaves, so they have higher pain tolerance because she's black? Because that's what doctors believe. That's
Literally.
what some actual doctors believe.
Literally.
That's the same logic you're using.
Not the same.
Dude, that's the same logic you're using, though.
Yes.
It's the exact same logic that you're using. That's why I'm saying race doesn't have to do anything. It's genetics. Right?
So let's, again, we're here now. That's like saying, they say, oh, well, it's racist for somebody to say that the average black person may or may not be more athletic than the average white person. We know that there is a reason for that because of selected genetics and selective breeding. They breed out the strongest slaves, and that's
yeah, but that has nothing to do with it. Nigga, I can't perform like Allen Iverson, and I know your ass ain't dropping no dunks neither. And we're all black too. So, like, it doesn't, no, your race has nothing to do with it. It's pure genetics. And like she said, genetics change and adapt over time.
Genetics change and adapt over time. So we shouldn't study it. We shouldn't identify. We shouldn't mark it and say, hey, let's see if we can see a trend.
Right. But if I walk into an emergency room and I say I'm experiencing migraines, my race has nothing to do with that. Now, if you say genetically, yes, my mother had migraines, my father had migraines.
Yeah,
so I'm predisposed
if you
to have migraines,
if you walked into the emergency room and you were like, I got migraines, and they looked at me, he's black, they're like, well, you need to lay off the malt liquor. You know,
Right.
that'd be definitely some racist
that leads
shit.
into stereotypes. That's the thing.
Right.
The stereotypes overwhelms the racism and it overwhelms the genetics.
if
Nobody is talking
looking at my chart,
nobody is talking about, we're talking about documenting what happens. We're not talking about assuming
Yeah,
you know
okay,
what's
so-
going
so
to
can I
happen.
ask a question?
So you're saying there's no need to document it, and I'm saying what's the harm? Because you could catch something using those numbers.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Go ahead.
All right, so let me get. I'm gonna try to put some spin on the logic before I cut you guys off, because you guys are getting like superly heated over here, right?
Because it makes no sense to not.
No. I just asked the question, right?
Forward together.
So the stereotype or prejudice or whatever is that black people are more in tune for diabetes, right? We can all agree that's been something that's said,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So now, is it to say that because it's part of your genetics or your race, or the fact that, like, in the hood growing up, like, you had fucking Kool-Aid with like 6 cups of
Diet
sugar
has
inside?
absolutely nothing to do with it.
You don't think all that sugar at a young age would
Listen. I found this
Did you
out.
say diet just had nothing to do with it?
What I mean by that is, people say, "Oh, you need to stop eating sugar, or you'll get it." No, what happens is when the pancreas decides it stops, that's done genetically. That's not like sugar made it stop producing insulin. That's
No,
done genetically.
there's type 1 and type 2.
Type 2 you can get off of.
Yeah, but type 2 is what you literally put into your body, and that's what
No.
caused you to have
I'm
diabetes.
just asking the fact that again, in lower income areas, right? You don't get access to all these different kinds of drinks, right? Like I remember, I grew up in the hood, right? So it was Kool-Aid, grape drink,
The fake
jungle
lemon-
jungle juice.
jungle juice, the fake.
It
lemon juice.
was all high sugar, high fructose corn
Did that
syrup,
shit on purpose.
crap drinks, the little jug juices,
Yeah.
right? And then when you start getting into like as like mid age with us, where we were, like our friends, our demographic group, some of us were poor, some of us weren't. You start getting introduced to other drinks. Like you go into I'm not trying to be racist here. I'm just saying we would go over to a white guy's house on a Saturday night. Mom's handing out waters, and it's like,
Yeah.
It's true.
like I never had bottled water in the house growing up. Like we were
They
drinking
had
water from the
seltzer
tap.
water in the fridge.
We were
It's
drinking
like,
from the
goddamn,
tap.
Rich.
Like as a kid, I was laughing the other day. I was like, I remember as a kid, I used to drink from the garden hose
Yeah.
because it's like if you think about it. You drank from the fucking garden hose. Like, would you
Drink
drink
out
from the
there.
garden hose now as a grown up? Like, knowing
That water was good.
but,
It was. It
that
tasted
water
but what I'm
great.
saying, but you get what I'm
City
saying. Like, there's so many things we did as lower income youth that you would sit there and say like, you don't think that has an effect on your body down the road?
Well, everything has an effect on your
But-
body.
but that's
You
what-
can-
that's what I'm
having
saying.
Too
So,
much
like-
sun to give you skin cancer.
Okay,
But if somebody says, "Oh, having melanin may mitigate that," now we can't say that because we don't.
That's not what we're saying. And that's also technically not accurate.
Yeah.
Black people do get skin cancer. Maybe not at the same rate as white people.
Okay.
Right? And you're right about that. You're right about that.
Genetics.
But the problem is that if a doctor is looking at two different document write-ups on two different patients who have the exact same problem, right? The fact that they see a race on there then impacts how they treat that person. And
That
that's
has nothing
the
to do with
problem.
the numbers itself. It's how they're interpreting the numbers. Y'all making it seem like putting numbers is bad, and it's not. It's how
But
you
the thing
interpret
is-
it, or
no,
if
no, no,
you're
no.
going to come with the preconceived notion.
But the thing is, so like I literally took a whole college course on this because the numbers that they put in are numbers that are somewhat, you can't always believe in statistics. That's the thing. Numbers, they make that shit up. They can put it in as like, this is what it is, but it's not really what it is.
We're
That's
not
the thing.
talking about massage. See, y'all getting into other things. I'm talking about statistics, pure and simple. That's all I'm talking
But
about.
the thing is, it's not
science
pure
of
and
numbers.
simple.
And that's what I'm saying. So if we don't use numbers to study things, then what's the point of having polls? What's the point of taking the census? What's the point?
so
pointless.
so this is where I'm gonna cut both of y'all off, or all three of y'all. Right? I'm gonna encourage the listeners to chime in. Right? Obviously, you both make valid points. Right? I agree with y'all. I kind of agree with him too. You know what I mean? So like it's very hard to sit there and say, well, this is right, this is not. This is a perfect debate to open up to the listeners.
Yep.
Right? Make the show a little more interactive. If you're listening to the podcast, hit us up on
Please.
the Instagram at BP_2dab at 2dab crew. Let us know what you think. Well, do you side with Ergoff? Do you agree with the power couple over there?
Whoa.
I'm just saying, man.
I'm just going by
numbers in and of
statistics.
themselves aren't wrong, and I don't even like math. That's the crazy thing about it.
Couple
I
is
love
a strong
science.
commitment.
It is a very
Don't
strong
like math. I just say the numbers in and of themselves aren't
partners
evil.
in crime.
That's how you use
So,
them.
oh, whoa.
said the
Okay.
power
Well,
couple.
So now again, because we're running on time, we're gonna jump into our Patreon.
Okay.
So I'm a fair warn the listeners now that you're not gonna get this Patreon unless you subscribe to Patreon. Right? It's a special segment.
Yeah.
Right?
Ooh, I've been waiting for this one. Not really.
We're calling this segment the Beehive with Honeybee.
Damn it.
Right?
God damn it.
Obviously, I'm hoping you've had enough to drink. I see your hair is starting to get a little crazy over there.
Okay, whoa.
Right? So if you really want to know about this segment, like again, we started this podcast with sex talk.
Yep.
So if you think you want to miss this, cool. If you don't want to miss it, it's gonna cost you $5.
Yep.
Right? And I need more
And you don't wanna
Patreon
miss
subscribers. Because rest in peace to my aunt. She was one of the 6 Patreon subscribers we got, and her credit cards got canceled when she died. So I need a new one to keep me up at 6 followers. So we go start with this, right?
Who's buzzing around the beehive?
Yeah, who's buzzing around the beehive? Inquiring minds want to know.
How did that happen?
So no. So that's question number 1. You know, like I want to know, like how does a random guy show up?
At 1 a.m.
No, wait. What's his name?
His name.
How did you
Wait.
Four.
No,
His name was
you,
Four.
you don't have to give us
Fo.
his real name. But
Fo.
what was the name he gave
Fo.
us last
Fo?
week?
Was it
Fo.
Fo?
Four. It was
Four.
4. It was 4.
It was 4.
Fo.
Okay. So tell us about this love interest girl. Like you got this man showing up. He was all clean looking and everything. He showed up about 1:00 in the morning. He was over here on the couch with us. He was talking like he tried to be our friends.
Like he knew us forever.
Where did you guys meet?
So I met him through a friend, and we went on a date. That was what happened. We went on a date the day before, literally,
Okay.
and we were bar hopping, and it was a really good date. I can't lie. He came back here afterwards, and he left his chain here. So that's why he came over here to just pick up his chain.
At
And then
1 o'clock in the morning?
Whoa,
The thing was, like,
okay.
he wasn't supposed to come.
That's
it
the
was,
George Costanza leave behind.
Wait.
He wasn't supposed to. I thought he was just gonna pick it up and leave. I didn't think he was gonna come inside. And he was like, if it's too late, I won't come. I'll just come the next day.
Yep.
And I was like, well, I'm doing a podcast, so like, I'll probably be up late, so you can come by and just pick it up and you can go. But then he had to,
But how did he leave his chain?
he just left it here.
But how did it come off?
He just took it off.
You know, sometimes you just take your chain
just
off
take
at
your
a random
chain
girl's
off.
house.
Listen, I take my chain off at one time and one time only, and that's when I'm shaving.
I don't know how he took his chain off.
No,
but he
you
took his
shower
chain off.
with your chain on?
I never take my chain off unless I'm shaving because I got like the hairs on my neck grow all the way down to my hair, and like if I didn't shave, it would look like I had like one huge thing of hair.
Bro, you don't take your
It's-
chain off the shower.
If it's gold, you don't have to.
Right.
No, my chain's silver.
It still gets grimy.
It gets washed every day in the shower. The fuck you gonna get grimy? Bitch, I use soap when I'm in the shower.
They put them bitches some jury
Look,
cream in there,
check
all
the
that stuff.
statistics. I use
I
soap.
mean, I agree with that too, but you can always the steam is what really gets it clean.
Listen, I purposely wear my chain. My chain was given to me by my homeboy. I wear this shit every day.
But does your chain hang low? Does it wobble to
the
and flow?
No, but my nuts is almost there.
All right, we getting off topic. We getting off topic.
I
All right,
know,
so
like
homie left
stop
his
trying
chain.
to
left his chain,
distract
okay.
us.
He left it here, and he was like, "Oh shit, I left my chain," and I was like, I don't know where it is. I knew it, and I
It
found
was
it.
in the sheets.
I found it, and and he just wanted it back. So then he came, and I didn't think he was going to actually stay here, but I told him there was a podcast, and he was like, "Oh, cool."
And he just jumped in.
Will there be a second date?
No, was there a second date?
There was a second date,
Whoa, okay.
but then now he's back in Boston, so like I don't know what's happening there.
He said he was moving.
He's coming down here. Like the thing is, like he is like I don't know what he's doing. So I personally I really don't care. But like he was a cool guy, but I'm not like
You wasn't that intrigued enough to be like,
I am intrigued, but like I'm not gonna like die over it if it's nothing happened. So nothing really happened. So it was.
Well, he
it was
did
a
leave
fun
his chain
time.
here.
It was a fun time,
And then-
yes. But
So-
nothing
so
really
either-
happened.
What was the
1 a.m.
conversation after we left? Like, what was his experience walking into a house with 4
He
black
thought it was
dudes in
really
it?
cool. He was like, "Oh, that's really cool." He liked you guys, but then like he ended up sleeping over, so like he just slept over.
Well, he did show.
Wait,
up at
wait,
1
wait,
a.m.
wait. Did he sleep over like me and Andre sleep over? Like what? like we don't sleep in the same bed. Like we're in the same vicinity of each other, but like you're over there, I'm over here.
He slept over.
Like with a pillow between, or like no pillow between.
He put on the R. Kelly. Slept over.
Like oh, so we had a cuddle
Chocolate
session.
Factory was playing, bro.
Like so there was a little cuddling going on.
Intriguing.
So I mean, I'm curious of what y'all cuddle to. Like, do y'all cuddle like I know we old school,
Yeah.
so like we cuddle to like R. Kelly and shit like that, you know. But y'all younger generation, so like what do y'all cuddle to?
I don't want to speak on somebody and put intentions and emotions behind it when I don't know if it's reciprocated. You know, I don't want to put something out there and then somebody hear and then they get offended by it. You know, so. We had a good night. That's all I'm gonna say.
Jesus, my boy.
Wow, she's not kissing and telling.
No, it's good enough for me. I already got the visual.
Oh,
What you mean visual?
No, I just want to know. I just want to know what y'all was cuddling to.
Creepy. Ghost.
That's all I was asking was what y'all was cuddling to.
No, we legit fell asleep. Like I was tired. I was drinking, so I was like tired. So we just ended up cuddling.
My girl.
To no music. Like try cuddle.
Does that anymore?
You cuddle to no music.
I had work. Like I
Yeah,
didn't want him to stay that long.
Like I could see. No, I could see. I could
see.
see cuddling to a TV show or a movie.
Yeah.
We
or
had
something.
TV on. We had the TV on. We had,
Was it Murder Mysteries? Or
No.
Did the wife kill the husband?
I already told him. I was like, "You better do." Like, but no, I'm just kidding. Like it was just like regular. It was.
Well, okay, so I'm just trying to piece everything together, right? So y'all went on date number 1 before the last podcast, and date number 2 was
The next morning.
that was a date.
It was like the next morning, and then we hung out. And
Next
then,
day
So
would've been Saturday.
so where was the first date? You said bar hopping.
yeah, we went to iDrive. So where the Ferris wheel is.
Okay. The Orlando Eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you guys go on the eye?
We were trying to, but it was closed.
It's closed.
But,
Yeah.
it was
they close a
closed.
lot nowadays.
Yeah.
So
It was
where
really
did
cool.
y'all bar hop?
So we
At
went.
Uncle Julio's?
No, we went to
Ice bar?
not Ice Bar. There's this like it. I don't know too many bars down there. So like we went to the first bar that we saw. It was like a live band in there,
Okay.
and then we went to the Yard. That's
Okay,
right
I know.
there.
I know what
So
you're talking about. Yeah.
it was nice. I mean, for me, whenever I go on a date, I offer to pay because that's just who I am. I don't like somebody paying.
You
for
want
me.
the out. You want the
Yeah.
no obligation out.
Exactly. Like just in case, like I don't want you to think that like you think that if you're gonna pay for me that you're gonna get something out of it. Like I got myself. So, but he paid for everything. I offered so many times. So
Wow.
Oh, so you the offer type.
yeah,
Good on you.
yeah.
More women need to do that.
How many times do you offer before like you just give up?
I put my card out there, and either they let me do it or they don't. If they let me do it, I'm just like,
Wait, did you offer to pay for the whole thing, or did you offer to pay for you?
I'll pay for the whole thing. Like I don't.
No, I was just wondering,
Take
like how it was.
Yeah, I don't think like I feel like more girls should do that because I feel like when you let a guy pay for you, it's like
we want something. in
right.
return.
That's what I'm saying. So like if I
Yeah, but
put
we
in-
always want something.
Yeah,
Like
you're
it don't
right.
matter. Like the minute that we got to the conversation, like you want to go on a date.
The fact that I took
We've
you
already
out knowing
thought
that,
about fucking probably like 3 or 4 times.
Yep.
Like literally, like if I didn't think about fucking, I'm not thinking about going on a date.
Yep.
I think about fucking before the date. You know, it's like
Well, nothing
fuckability
happened on the
check,
first
date maybe.
Nothing happened. It was just like more cuddling, but nothing happened on the first date. Like
Some heavy petting.
yeah,
It's actually a good movie. You should watch that movie.
He's older or younger?
older.
Oh.
He's 30.
He's,
Oh.
he didn't.
Well, I'm 24, so
Yeah, she's
He,
yeah,
he,
she
didn't-
tell
he,
us she's,
didn't-
like,
did-
older.
he didn't give me that 30-year-old vibe.
He didn't.
I thought he was.
He has a young soul.
21.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
he
I
has a
kind of
young
like
soul.
that.
I thought he was a youngin'.
I could appreciate that. I mean, I like
So
that's the reason why I like older guys because they're a little bit more mature. but 30 is not really mature.
So where was date number 2 in the morning?
We went out to go get like
Brunch.
yeah.
Where?
There's First Watch over here.
Oh, First Watch is dope.
Mhm.
First Watch is dope.
I offered to
Straight.
like cook breakfast, so
You are
it was a good night.
you know what happens
Turn
when
down breakfast.
wait
I
no
didn't want to cook, so like I mean I like to cook, but I just didn't feel like cooking.
she offered to cook. You know what that means? Woman cook for you in the morning.
I just thought we had a really good night.
Curling at night.
Hey, I'm just saying, like you know something's right when you get that omelet in the morning.
We already know the deal.
I like that,
Listen,
man.
if I'm getting breakfast in
What?
the morning, she's getting
like
brunch in
that.
the middle of the day.
I like that.
Yeah.
I bring the eggs, you bring the sausage. How do you like them? Scrambled, fried, or
It's
fertilized?
been a while, so this is the first time in a while. So I was like,
Over a
okay,
year. Yeah, we heard. Yeah, we heard.
literally.
That's why we were shocked. That
We
you actually
like
went through.
you have no idea like the type of message you would put in the podcast. Like it's been a while that this guy fucking shows up in the
Yeah.
middle of the
You want me to
podcast,
tell my whole personal life on here?
and it's like, but
Listen, you denied having a maintenance man, and then a maintenance man walks in the door.
it's like holy
Like,
holy
It happened
shit.
Eventually,
Like you talk about contradictory, and you wonder like why men like being ghosts are like so fucking the way we
of
are,
all,
and
it
it's
wasn't
like this is
contradictory.
exactly why. Like we're
we
fucking
went
here.
on a date, so it was like not. It's not like I just called him to be like, "Hey, let's fuck." Like that's not what.
You're right. You're right.
I
I'll
was
give you that.
literally went on a date with this guy.
Yeah.
That's just a maintenance man with extra steps.
Yeah.
I mean,
Before you,
Yeah, no.
before you
Hey,
inspect the property,
listen.
can we go have dinner first?
Listen, we had to make sure he was a reliable maintenance man.
right, exactly.
okay.
That's,
Right,
that's
right,
what you.
right.
That's what you.
Can you review the resume?
Can you
Whoever's
can you
listening to
handle
this,
the
you gotta make
nitty
sure.
gritty? Can you actually like deal with me on a personal level that's non-sexual, and then deal with me on a sexual level?
And then I
Right.
need you to sign this NDA.
Right. So I'm saying I don't want to say much.
I love this episode.
God damn it.
Why?
Hey, man.
Plead the fifth after
More
all of
women should really just come out and just.
I'm just saying like none of us want to judge. We're all like, yo, like maybe we're cock blocking,
Yeah.
Like I said, like at 2Dab Enterprises, we have a no cock blocking policy.
Yep.
The
You
thing
know,
is, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect him to
you the
come
way how you
in.
how
I
you
was
think
like-
we
I
we
legit
felt
just brought the chain out, and I was
like you just brought some random dude in here for us.
I was
and,
like, God damn it! Like, why are
But
you
that's
coming?
how
Like,
you
Were
are.
we?
a little bit
Were
though?
we? Did you schedule
You're
an
like, hey.
appointment and we were running
we
long?
were sitting
No.
we were sitting there, we was going from like, yeah, like it's been this to like, is that a guy? Like holy shit. Like we got a decent female viewership because of you, and it's like, look, all that shit's out the window.
Wait,
Like
what you talking about
all
out the
that
window?
like I'm a strong
the female
empowerment
love.
Still
woman
a
shit.
strong fucking woman.
It was like
Okay.
it was like guess what? you just as bad as us. You just do it on a lower degree.
But isn't that all women? Like,
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but the problem is that they don't want to give us no power. It's just like how we have to diamond wheel the dick. Like we have to fucking
no dick.
expose Tim to being just as bad as us.
I don't know. I feel like it's just been a while. I don't put myself out there. I don't. So like, I just took the opportunity because
Jump
whatever
right
happens,
in.
happens. I personally I don't like to say this when going into to talk to somebody, but I would like a relationship, but I'm not going to be like, this is what I'm looking for because I don't want to scare anybody off. I just see what
But
happens.
usually, like if you say you want a relationship, wouldn't the people who don't want a relationship be the only ones scared off?
Right. And that's when I'm like, thank you for this. I
So
the
like
community.
would it your logic be like I should tell people I want a relationship so I can scare all the maintenance men away?
I mean,
Does that make sense?
I feel like I can just see guys' intentions, especially there's a way guys talk that you can just see their intentions. Like there's like, oh, you're so sexy or you're so hot. Like I know your intentions from there. Like if you're being more sexual in the conversation, then obviously you're looking
But what
for
if
more
they
sex.
hip to that game? And
Yeah,
they
but
just
but
be like,
but
"Oh,
but
you're
but
cute,
But then when you go on
you're
the date,
adorable.
Yeah,
but when you go on the date, you can see, like, I can see body language, and I know exactly
yeah,
how you're
but
trying
doesn't
to play
that work in in a negative opposite too? Because like if you don't say certain things like that, then the woman thinks you're not into them.
No, there's
Haven't you had that before? Like
Yes.
you if you don't like hit the exact right point of sexual like flirtation, then they think that you just want to be a
I
friend.
have lost opportunity
I don't
for
thi-
that right there.
I feel
Exactly.
like I feel like it's just
They
like
get cold. They be like, "Oh, there was no heat. He was a perfect gentleman."
it's
the
just,
whole
there's just like
time."
there's a fine balance because it's either like you can like the thing is if you're consecutive with the conversation, like if you're actively trying to talk to me and I find like I want something from you, then yes, I will continue the conversation even if you're not being super flirtatious. I feel like yes, like I kind of see something from you that like I would want to keep talking to you.
I think you guys just don't understand like how fucking confusing you are.
I know it's confusing. I'm not saying I don't understand. I know I'm confusing.
Men are easy, right? Yeah. Fuck us and feed us, and we're fucking straight. Like nobody fucking complains. But like women, like you gotta give them the right amount of flirtation, the right amount of compliments,
and I get
Not
that.
the right amount of
because then you're coming on too strong.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like
hard.
literally like for a man, like you could be on the fucking Richter scale of a fucking earthquake and you'd be all right. But on a woman, you gotta find that fucking right spot.
I know.
And then you just gotta kind of like glide in between, like yo, like and it's like to me, like it's just nerve wracking because I feel like women overjudge the situation. Instead of
always
just like one woman never believe half the shit a man says.
It's
right?
true.
But isn't that partly like our fault?
Yes.
Because we're
No, that's not our fault. Like no,
It's not
that's
your specific fault, but it's a lot of guys' fault because
No,
of how you guys.
Well, so
go
hold on.
about
You took that the wrong way.
Okay, sorry.
You took that the wrong way because I said, isn't that kind of our fault? But no one let me finish. Isn't that kind of women's fault as well?
Yeah.
Because we have to, like he said on the Richter scale, right? Like with a dude, like there's a wide range in there for you to operate.
Mm-hmm.
But with women, it's a much tighter range. So because we're always trying to find that tight range, women never know what to trust when a man says it because a man is trying to get within that range, which is quote unquote game.
Right.
But it's literally us like blind in the dark trying to find our way because no one feels the need to hand us a flashlight.
I 100% agree with that because like okay, there's and it's 100% confusing because like there's girls that you have to get that fine balance of like, okay, being flirtatious and being kind of like, okay, I really want you. But then there's other girls that have already dealt with that. And so when you're trying to talk with them, they just want you to be fucking sexual. They want that. They want you to be overly sexual so they can, because when you think about it, girls are kind of like guys and some girls have some type of guy mentality. It's not as intense, but some girls know how to pimp the game too. And they know like, okay, I just want dick. I just want that. So, like, if you're coming in strong, I'm going to come in strong too. And I want the dick.
So I can I ask a question real quick?
Wait. Just like I had to cut the clip from you last week. What was it? Fuck. Like I think this week's clip is I want the dick. Like I'm gonna cut it and send it to everybody, and that'll
Fuck
be your
you.
ringtone for her. Like when she fucking.
I
Want the dick. I mean, is that not right?
No.
Well, no.
it is 100%,
So here's my aspect of that, and it's the double standard, right? Can a woman just say, "I just want the dick"? It'd be okay, gentlemen.
To a certain extent.
No, listen. If a woman came up to you and said, "I just want the dick," is it cool?
Yeah.
I mean, but that just shows how like.
But I'm saying
values do guys have?
No,
you
but I'm
guys are,
saying-
like you guys call girls easy, but you guys are the easiest person in the world. If a girl sleeps with you on the first day, she's super easy. But if you're doing the same shit, you're sleeping with me on the first day.
But the thing is that who does 90% of the judgment?
women,
Other
Women.
females? Yeah, other females.
other women.
Right?
I guess. I mean,
Like you guys are the worst.
I mean, yes.
Like guys have a code. Like all of us look at us at each other. We're like, yep. But women are like, nope, yes, nope. Like you got it's completely off the Richter scale. Because if I went up to a woman and was like, I just want the pussy. Like, you know what I mean? Like all hell is gonna break loose.
So this is gonna lead to the question I had, right? Because this is the other part of the problem. It's very subjective, right? Because one dude could walk up and say, hey, I just want the pussy, and you'd be all like, yeah, I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
And then another dude could walk up and say, hey, I just want the pussy. And then you'd be like, well, not you personally, but a girl would just absolutely lose her mind and swear to God that you just stabbed her.
Yeah.
So, because that's a real thing that happens, right? So, like, how is a dude supposed to deal with that? Like, what's the right approach, right? If you don't know that you are the dude, you're going to walk up and say, hey, I want the pussy, she's going to be down for it. What is the right approach, right?
It's kind of hard to like say what is the right approach because like, okay, guys, I think like you guys want the pussy. You really don't care what the pussy looks like.
Nope. It doesn't
False.
have face.
That's false.
Okay,
I do.
but to a certain extent. But guys are much more easier. Girls are like we'll literally examine you. We'll look at every single detail.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are more like, oh, she has a great ass. She has nice tits. Okay, her face is okay, but I can deal with her ass looking beautiful. Girls, we don't really have much to work on other than if he looks attractive to my standards of attractiveness, you know? So, like, I could be, if a guy came up, like a hot guy came up to me and was like, I just want to fuck. I'll be like, all right, I got to think about it for 2 seconds. But if he's really good looking, I'll be like, all right, let's go at it.
Whoa.
But if a guy was not meeting the type of attractiveness that I want, I'm not gonna give him the pussy easily. Yeah. But I feel like guys with girls, if a girl came up to you and was like, I want to fuck, you're not really contemplating like, okay,
no, it's a trap. I watched Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, listen.
I saw the dude get set up, getting the head in the alley, and then he got shot. And since that day, my life has changed.
That's not Boys in the Hood.
Well, wasn't that Boys in the Hood?
No,
what movie
Boys
was
in the
that?
Hood. What the fuck are you watching?
Can we just note the fact that he just spiked up in there in the bathroom? Like,
no, I washed my hands after I used the bathroom, and instead of drying them on something, I used my fucking hair.
Just like just like your hair so much.
My hands were wet after I washed them, and so I just rubbed them in my hair and called it a day. What the fuck,
it's
man?
A good
Like,
look.
stop,
I'm just saying. I'm not judging. I'm not judging. I'm just saying. I like it. I like it.
You guys are like taking the conversation completely from where it's supposed to go. You're like trying to any type of
I plead the fifth, man.
Distraction of curveballs and this and that.
But
it's funny to me because like we couldn't do what a woman does. You know what I mean? Like because. Like if I went up to somebody and was like, I just want to fuck, like I would be called a fuck boy, a player.
Yeah.
I would get told hell no. I would be asked how much you paying. Like there would be all of these fucking type of like Judge Judy allegations afterwards.
Even worse, God forbid you turn a woman down or don't give her the time of day. You become the worst person in the world.
They assume you're gay.
Yeah. Or shallow.
But like if a guy turns, like, if I try to go up to a guy, like, say I reject a guy, you guys are the fucking meanest people in the fucking
No,
but we would never say ew.
No, listen. No. I could see at some point, like, her degree is, like, you try to talk to a chick and she says some shit to you, you're like, well, fuck you, bitch. Like, I could do better than you.
I've never in my life done that.
No, I'm not saying
but it
happens. It happens.
Oh, I know
like I've seen
I
it.
just don't get, like, why are you trying? And then, like, if you're coming off so strong, like, but you guys always think that girls are gonna, like, just say yes. And I think that's where the issue is like, okay, I understand, like, yes, you have more pressure to trying to get what you want, and it's harder for guys because like girls will reject you. But the thing is, like, why be negative on top of a negative?
So,
well, who's being negative though? I think
some guys are very rude. Like you're trying to get with me, and then I reject you, and then you're like, fuck you, bitch. You're not even that fucking cute. Obviously, I was because you were just trying to fuck me 2 seconds ago.
But I in order to like alleviate all the problems of society is that we should all wear one of two badges, right?
So what I'm
We should all wear.
What is that?
Listen,
Isn't
listen.
that the villages over here?
Listen,
where,
listen,
they have that whole community?
just like how they're gonna have you prove a card that says you're vaccinated or not. Everybody should wear a fucking badge or an indicator that says I'm fucking or I'm not.
But the
And
thing
then
is,
it just
We did that
just
in high school. It was the black bands.
no. But I'm just saying, like in general, you know what I'm saying? Like
no. But let me give you some insight. It's because sex for guys growing up is not seen as a bad thing, but sex for girls growing up is like we're our flower, right? Our flower is precious. We can't give it to any guy.
But okay, no. So this takes me to a good point. So who told you that? Who told you your shit was more important than mine?
My father's never in my life, but like, so like growing up in high school, like sex for girls is way different than sex for guys. Guys, put a condom on, be protected. Girls, you got to make sure, like, girls worry more about STDs than I feel like guys do because we have so many more things. Is it birth control, condoms?
Well,
we got to make sure.
I think the only difference is that like when shit hits the fan,
we're fucked.
you're carrying the baby,
Exactly.
not us.
But
So,
that's the reason. So that's why we
you
can't
have-
just give it up to anybody because at the end of the day, we're gonna be fucked.
yeah, but if you did it in the right way.
But the thing is, we don't have not every girl.
Okay, so
There's religious reasons why you can't be on birth control. There's
how about this? I make a rule, right? Like when I run for president, like I make a rule. Like if you get a chick pregnant, like you gotta stay with her.
Nah.
I can't. As your vice president, I
fucked
can't
up.
co-sign that.
Nah.
Why not?
Assumed he was
Listen.
gonna be on the team.
But wait, I want to know your I want to know
Listen,
the reasoning why not.
this would in turn make like pussy more accessible to the common folk, right? Because you know that like if you don't want to do things the right way, you take like you know what I'm saying? Like how many dudes sit there and be like, my pull up game is strong. Right, and they be priding on that because they be taking a chance. But you know what? It's like if you make a mistake, you gotta live with it.
Let me put this into perspective though, because okay, so say a girl gets pregnant, right? And you know hormones are very intense, right? You decide not to be with a girl, but she's very horny and she decides to fuck somebody while she's pregnant. How do you feel about that? If that's your baby in her, but you're not with her because you don't want to take responsibility for that kid, but she's fucking somebody else while she's pregnant with your kid.
I don't care because I already told you I don't want nothing to do with it
So you have no feelings about another man
whatsoever.
fucking the girl that
Nope.
you got pregnant.
I don't care. I never laid out on his own kid, so
But that's still your baby.
we don't know for a
Supposedly.
fact. I don't know if she was just
Supposedly.
We took a DNA test and that's your baby.
But I'm saying like, listen, if she's willing to fuck another dude while she's pregnant, who
That's
knows
so-
what she
so
was doing before you?
But it's perfectly okay if she's pregnant and you're fucking other girls.
Nobody said that either. Like I just
the whole-
listen.
That's
No.
crazy.
But
It
listen,
seems like
I just
to me. Hold on, let me speak because I hadn't said shit. It seems like to me that people are using statistical data to formulate their opinion.
But I'm just saying, like, I literally just said if I'm president, I would make it a rule that if you got a chick pregnant, you had to stay with her.
So how could you support this? You love to stick your dick in crazy, right? But you as president are gonna say, "Yo, if I stick my dick in this."
How many baby
It doesn't work though because
how
what
many
if the
baby
guy-
mamas
why would
you
you
got?
like- could you-
But what I'm saying at this point is like in my older age, like I don't get those same opportunities on a regular basis, right?
God
So
damn it,
so like
man.
I'm not
God damn it.
out like if you would have talked to 23-year-old me, like maybe I would have been like, no man, I'm not fucking signing that deal. But you're talking about 35-year-old me, where like those opportunities are few and far in between. It's like, yeah, you know what, my fucking days are way past me, man. Like, you know what? all you motherfuckers gotta stay with the first chick you get pregnant.
That you guys are like about like 10 or 8 years older
Yeah,
than
yeah.
Oh, because we act like children.
Yeah. And the fact that I can just join in this conversation, like the same level headed.
Like I'm done, man. Like at this point in my life, like my money comes first, and then like whatever else is second.
Still can't co-sign this.
Wow, so you would rather pay child support and all of that bullshit? Like growing up, my dad was never there, so I had to like go every other weekend with him, court mandated.
Do you really want to get into this conversation?
I do.
Okay, so I know what child support looks like on a check. I will never pay child support in my life.
That's
I would
my
never
dad.
pay child support.
Literally, that's what my dad did.
So if in the unfortunate event that happens, she's gonna become a drug addict.
Oh my god, bro. That's so fucking...
you know what's fucked up is that you say like I say some fucked up shit on this podcast.
That's fucked
And then
up.
now you coming out of this
despicable
route.
ass
That's
shit.
so like you're
People really think like that though.
I know, but it's
Like-
like, yo, it's a whole child. That's your
But
fucking
I mean,
child.
like, don't do the crime,
Oh no, I'm gonna keep the child, but she gonna be a drug addict.
bro.
God damn. man.
Don't do the crime if you can't do the
This 18
time.
years is 60% of my paycheck.
Well, why
Ain't
the
no
fuck
joke.
did you not take
Hey,
precautions?
listen.
She said she was on the pill.
Listen.
So you believe in
No,
her?
no. Okay,
This day and
okay.
age.
No. Okay. So now,
You gotta always be.
now
prepared.
you see, this is where I
Spermicide.
think that, like, just like you're wearing a button that says "I'm fucking" or "I'm not fucking." I think most sexual encounters should have some type of contract, like not necessarily NDA.
Like consensual.
But no, not consensual, but that everything we're telling each other right now is true for lie. Like, again, if a chick tells you she's on the pill and she wasn't, I don't think a man got any type of responsibility to that.
As your vice president, I can support.
Okay.
No.
But-
I'm
but-
what?
Okay,
You don't think so?
No, I agree. But like the thing is, so
So go ahead, open your
I
mouth,
think
boss.
that
You can't hold nobody
I
to
think
that.
that
Yeah, you
if
can.
you really,
Damn right you can't.
I would say, first of all, if you trying to fuck with a girl, I would say like, okay, show me your pack. Show me the little thing of your birth control. That would be my number one thing.
No. But
You
then,
know how much that's gonna kill the mood?
but
I don't
listen,
give a
but
fuck.
listen.
Like, if you're trying to
Okay,
be,
no.
like-
Okay, so
And number two, like if you really trying to fuck with somebody, like if it's consistent, like say, because I mean, there's always one night stands, but if you're consistent with a girl, like, shouldn't you be helping with birth control?
helping.
Why wouldn't you be helping?
What do
you
you
know
mean
how
helping?
much, like,
Don't y'all get that for free?
Hell no.
no,
much you
you
pay
know
for
how
that?
much birth control, if you don't have health insurance,
But you see,
It's like $300.
Listen. It's called Obamacare.
bro. And then if you don't have health, you go to Planned Parenthood, and then you go to get that free birth control that fucks up your whole hormonal system. You get depressed and anxiety.
I wish I could take birth control.
You know, it'd be so much easier for men to have birth control.
Listen,
than
I'm gonna
women.
tell you what. If you a man fucking with a chick that ain't got health insurance, like you dealing with the wrong type of
Yeah,
chick.
because you guys.
Get a vasectomy. They reverse.
No, I would rather because you guys can literally shoot out blanks instead of a girl. Because girls have less eggs than guys have sperm.
Look.
Have you ever been with a woman trying to figure out her birth control?
But this
hard as fuck.
But this is what I'm
Holy
saying.
crazy.
Like at the time of intercourse, if a man has a choice to put on a condom, and the chick says, "I'm on birth control," that's weighing his
consent.
that's weighing his judgment differently.
Yeah.
So like I don't
There's
think
some
I don't
fucked up-
no,
I mean, we're just
I'm
talking
just
about
saying
fucked up people
but I'm saying like if you said that to a person and you knowingly lied to him,
That's fucked
it's
up.
different. But that's what I'm saying. It's fucked up. Why should somebody be held accountable? That's like if you went to go have sex with a dude and you weren't on birth control, and dude was like, I got no balls, or I had a vasectomy and I can't produce sperm. You believed him and you got pregnant. He should be fully responsible to take care of the baby for whatever, because he fucking lied.
that
Then you would
just-
tell me some miracle of God that
But
he
the thing
fucking
is, it's like
suddenly
you-
shot some?
Like you guys say so much pressure on guys, but it's so much pressure on women.
No, I'm saying I'm not.
There's
I'm
so many limitations on birth control. And
I'm
a lot of
not.
birth
I'm
control
not
doesn't
saying
work.
pressure, but I'm saying at the time of intercourse, if a man has ability to access a condom, and his judgment is
It's
weighed
hard 'cause
by the
fucking with a
voice,
condom sucks.
it'd be different to say like, you know, like we're in the middle of it, and I just chose not to use a condom. It was like my pullout game strong. That's just a chance. All right, so like, you know what I mean? There's no judgment. It was just like, yo, you know, I chose not to use a condom. So then at that end of the day, like, since you chose not to do it, you have to live with the consequence. But if I got a condom in my hand and the chick says, no, I'm on birth control, you don't need that, and I chose to listen to her, like, that shit ain't on
But
me at
that
that
just
point.
goes to
That's
the
on you.
fucking- That just show like what type of fucking person you're fucking.
Hey, but I bet you it
The type of, like,
happens.
you know what I mean? Like, if anything, if you want to be preventative, just buy the Plan B the next day.
Yeah, but look, I mean, it's chicks that go dig out condoms to get the semen to put it back in themselves.
So just buy the Plan B the next day. You
Yeah,
have
but you can't trick someone into taking Plan B.
just buy the Plan B the next day. 72 hours.
Yeah, but
You have 3 days.
so okay. So riddle me this, Batman, please. Please. You don't think it's chicks out there that sometimes want to get pregnant to keep a dude
100%.
around?
I 100%. And I think some guys
You
plot
said
that
you
shit
do it
too.
100% of the time?
I
just
think-
heard I 100%.
I agree that there's some girls that trap guys and there's guys that trap girls. Guys knowingly know that she's not on birth control and still do that shit. They still do because they want to come inside a girl. That's like, you guys always want to come inside a girl.
I mean, have you done it? It's like
I know.
It's
That's
exhilarating.
like one of my, I mean, it's my favorite. But like, I'm just saying, but like, I'm just saying, like,
This man's
guys.
exercise caution, honey.
My man's face.
Sorry. It's the wine talking. But like, what I'm saying is like, guys trap girls too. They know it. Even a girl says that she's not. Even if a girl says she's not on birth control, they still want to fucking do that shit.
But I'm not sitting here pointing the finger at guys or girls. I'm saying that there's an equal level of responsibility and an equal level of cop out that should be had on both sides of the field, and
I'm just
we don't
saying.
respect that.
I'm
right?
just saying,
Right.
the type of
Good
person
combo,
you're
good
fucking
combo.
with, you should really like. I mean, are you calling somebody and just having a fuck session, or are you knowing somebody and fucking? Like that should be your like green light of knowing who this person is. You know what I mean? Like if you're just calling somebody, hey, let's fuck, and you don't really know them, then that's obviously you because you didn't make a good judgment on the person that you're fucking. But if you're you know this person, you know how they are, and you know that they're irresponsible, shouldn't that be your responsibility to know they're not they're irresponsible?
Listen,
If you're going on Tinder,
He's
and you
talking
don't-
about deceit, though. He's not. He's
for sure, but that's what I'm saying. Like you can kind of tell. And I'm not saying every time because I know there's outliers, but I'm saying like you can kind of tell when a person, like if you're finding somebody on Tinder, or in a fucking club, you got to be realistic with yourself and knowing the dangers that you're
what
going
is this
into.
Tinder y'all speak of? Like,
I've never been on Tinder. I've refused. I just
did
get
we do
scared
this
of it.
like 2 podcasts ago? Like,
Yeah.
I don't do
As Tinder
online
is
shit.
like legit just fucking. Like it's
Is
just
it
like
though?
hooking up. It is. That's what it is. It's literally to hook up.
Has anybody hooked up on Tinder here on a regular
No.
basis?
No.
No. But I've heard.
Look, this guy
I've had
over
a
here
friend.
hasn't said anything. He just sipped his cup.
I'm drinking wine. I've been drinking wine all night.
Yeah, but you didn't answer yes or no to that question.
That is correct.
I don't know, man. But like, I feel like it all depends on the situation that you're going into.
I just think that like people just don't make shit easy,
No, I don't. I think
and
the
I
same
think
thing.
I blame you and y'all.
I don't think it's
I-
us.
I
Like,
blame-
you have one or two decisions: inside
Listen.
or outside.
No, listen, I'm blaming y'all because we already know guys give that shit away like it's fucking turkeys on Thanksgiving.
So then it's your responsibility to inside
No,
or
but
outside.
I'm
Just let me
saying-
fuck you in the ass. We wouldn't have these problems.
Thank you.
Wow.
I'm saying.
On that note, Jesus.
So is that what we do? We just pop on.
Bro, you blow all day and not have a single problem.
Oh, Jesus.
No problem at all.
Jesus, bro.
The two of y'all be on the same wavelength over there. You sure that y'all,
Listen, you saw the maintenance man walk through the door.
Exactly.
Well, I don't like the way you said exactly there.
like
Now I'm offended.
Now I want to say it's a little more than cuddling going on, huh? He was like, he would play that chord like, I'm going back to Boston. Like, you gotta give me something to miss.
Set it up for when he comes back.
Wait.
It's not a bad plan.
Wait, is that a good play?
It is a good play.
What do you
Go
guys
on a
think?
couple of dates, set it up,
Yeah,
and then when he comes back, he already has a boo.
exactly.
A honey boo.
Or when he leaves, and you make sure you give it to him good, so he comes back to it.
Right.
Right.
Wow. So do we really know what happened in that brunch?
We do not.
We do not. I don't
Will we
even.
find out? Listen in next
Dun,
week
dun,
for
dun.
part 2.
Dun, dun, dun. No, all right. So I got a question. The only question I have before I drop it was: did he ask for the link to the podcast?
Damn.
Did you push the podcast?
I pushed the podcast.
Listen,
I
no.
did.
I'm sure you pushed some things. Podcast, I'm sure, wasn't one of them.
I pushed the podcast. I was talking about it.
I'm sure.
I was.
But so does he know where he can find the podcast at?
I told him to
gonna
Dad
know
Crew.
now.
Is he subscribing to Patreon? Am I going to see listens from Boston coming up?
I told him. I don't know if he's gonna do it though.
Hey, so let me ask you this, right? Since we all do this pro bono, if he doesn't listen to the podcast, are you still going to give him play?
No.
Right answer. Right answer.
Success. Business first, baby.
He has to support your
Yes,
dreams.
he has to support this.
like listen, like if I think that should be a rule for all of you. Hey, cat. So cute. I think that should be a rule for everybody that like nobody gives anybody any play unless they subscribe to the Patreon.
Can you do with that?
But we
I
gonna
can't
discuss
commit to that.
I was gonna say.
So you're telling me
He can't
that
do that.
you're out there dicking down a bitch that can't afford $5 a month. Wow.
No.
Think about it. You sure?
Think about it.
Are you
Think
sure
about
are you sure you don't want to go buy some condoms now? Thinking about that shit?
Well, considering it's on auto order from Amazon, I don't really have that problem.
Auto order, damn. Just
What
crazy.
are the two of y'all talking about over there?
Nothing, man. Chill out.
You don't like for people to be on the same page, do you?
I just wonder why y'all can't talk like y'all over there whispering each other ear versus like talking on the mic.
He said we owe him a woman next week because he missed out on his date.
Nobody forced you to be here,
Oh,
man.
you go.
It's pro bono. Hey, listen.
I'm not gonna
Listen,
with you.
listen,
No,
hey.
you're fixing to trigger me. Just shut up.
Listen,
Don't.
listen,
Don't.
I need more
Please
wine.
don't. I beg
I
you.
got you.
listen.
Oh, it's gonna get up.
He's terrorizing.
No, I'm just saying that he could have pulled a honeybee and invited the chick over.
We could have.
Right.
So it's an open house.
You see that?
Look,
See that?
I got another chair.
See, that's what
Ghost's
it is.
not even using that beanbag.
Yeah, I'm not even. I'm just fucking laying here
He's
on
just
the
laying
floor.
there. Look, girls are smaller. She could fit right here.
Unless she's a bigger girl.
Unless she's a bigger girl. She could still. It's okay. She could have just
What?
sat on your lap.
Just saying. All right. So again, like we need everybody to listen to the podcast. You can find the podcast at 2dabcrew.com, onlygiraffes.com, Instagram at BP_2dab or at 2dabcrew or at onlygiraffes. Podcast is streaming all major platforms. Exclusive Patreon content at patreon.com/2dabcrew. 2dabcrew merchandise at 2dabcrew.com/merch. We haven't released a new shirt or anything in a while.
It should be a honeybee. Should be a honeybee.
A honeybee shirt.
I want that dick. I want that dick.
I don't think you want a honeybee shirt that says, I want that dick.
You what? I don't believe you want shit because you made me design the Styles by Dre shirt that you won't even buy yourself.
I'll get
like I tell you, look, there's only two motherfuckers that dabble in merchandise more than me, and one of them dead at this point. So shout out to Ghost for rocking. Look, my man got a whole 2Dab Crew fit going on right now. He got the joggers, he got the t-shirt, he ain't got the socks.
I gotta get my honey lemon pepper shirt for Miami.
Look. He want to get a lemon pepper shirt. Like I done designed y'all lemon pepper boy shirts that you don't own. You don't own. The only 2Dab Crew shirt I think you got is what I gave
I
you.
gotta get one too.
That's true.
God damn it, man! And you made me design you a shirt you didn't before buy it.
That's true.
So like, if I design
What's
like,
happening?
how about that?
You shut your
So maybe I design a shirt and it's got a B on the front and on the back it says "Give me a D."
That would be good.
Instead of like "Give me a B," it says "Give me a D."
Give me a D.
You know, it'd be like, what's
I
that
like
mean?
that.
Have a honeybee in the front.
I
and
would
then
buy
give me
it.
a D. Okay, all right.
You know what
I
I'm
would wear
saying?
it every day.
Like maybe it'll look like one of them little like grade school like honeybees in the front.
Oh
like
my
so
god.
you know like
Okay, well.
you know what I'm saying? It's like one of the like real basic drawing was and on the back. I'm just saying, like, I'll design it, but I expect you to wear it.
I'll wear it.
Why are you pointing at me? You know she's
It's
over
me.
there.
It's me.
No, but you're over there instigating her.
No.
Like she was so innocent when she first started on here, and then hanging out with you and your fucking
Listen.
nasty
Pero, ¿qué
ass,
está
like,
pasando aquí, hombre?
Listen,
What?
that's all her. That's all her. Just because I identify and I recognize don't mean shit.
Mira.
That's all her. I had no influence. I didn't raise her. She ain't my kid.
Exactly.
Right?
Mira, tengo 24 años, hombre, okay?
She's going off in the Spanish now.
what's that mean?
I'm 24 years old. I'm not a kid. Mira,
Yeah, but
it's been a year.
But he nasty though. I know.
I mean, I
he's
could
nasty.
tell.
I know he nasty. Some of us
nasty.
reserved, but I know he
mean-
nasty.
I know he's got that shirt that shows his nips, so you know.
Oh yeah, that fishnet shirt
Fishnet.
and the biker shorts.
Biker shorts.
Hey, hey,
Go back to that.
hey, me and Ghost are still waiting for our fucking invite to the dungeon. We
real.
wait for
You
that.
gonna be waiting a hot minute.
We just want to walk through, man.
I'll
That's all
go
we
with you
want.
too. Shit, I got an
look,
outfit.
look, we got a whole crew. Are
I
you
got
look-
we can
fishnets.
go to. We're not doing the dungeon, but we can go to the secret hideaway in Kissimmee.
Oh my
which
God.
is the swingers place.
Why can't we go to
Tell
the
me why my
dungeon?
coworker told me about that. She's
Uh-oh.
a swinger, so she. Oh my god, I would love to go.
Oh,
Let's go.
Let's
I always need a
go.
female partner. We don't gotta fuck around, but like,
Yeah, no, I
it's,
want.
going in as a single male is a challenge. So
Yeah.
like having a female partner you can go with.
I want to be a voyeur. I want to just fucking watch. Yeah.
Does that like turn you on? Like watching two people fuck or three people?
I don't think it turned. I think it's just educate you.
He
Wow.
didn't break nothing. That's the cat's toy.
I was about to say, damn, ghost.
Yeah.
That Chinese food hit.
Hey,
That's the
Chinese
cat
food
toy.
hit hard.
shit. Jesus Christ. So anyway, hit up the podcast, please. We need some listens before the end of the year. What are we trying to get to? We already hit 2,000.
5,000.
Can we get 3,000 by the end of the year?
3,000.
But we really need to push it hard. So I'm decreeing a rule, like nobody gives up any of their personal organs unless they get either a Patreon subscription or 10 streams.
Okay.
All right. So
What
even
if we're
even
doing it
if,
to the podcast?
so even if your chicks don't want to fucking give up $5 a month for that D that you got going on over there, maybe they could at least stream 10 fucking episodes.
I'll compromise by saying I'll play it in the background.
Oh, you'll fuck them to the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh.
It'll feel a little dirty. I feel like you guys are there watching.
How about that? How about that's the new rule? Everybody's got to fuck to the podcast and only the podcast.
Oh my god! Wow. Whoa. That might be
Listen,
a
I
while-
just
it
trying
might
to
be
get
a
my
while
streams
for
up.
me.
I'm all about the business here. All right? That's it. I'm just
It's
trying to
gonna
get my
be hard
business
for
up.
me. It's gonna be hard for me. I
Oh.
don't know.
Because you're gonna imagine all of us there giving commentary, like, hey, look at this nigga stroke.
I know, right?
Like, be like fucking
Literally.
like John Madden and Tony Romo over here calling plays. Oh, there he
I'm gonna be like,
goes.
dang, I already knew it was gonna be 30 seconds.
Oh, the
man."
quarterback sack. The play's over.
Literally. What was it that lotion you used? The aqua or something?
That's
Aquifer.
that's the ointment. The aquifer.
Yeah.
That's where the real business be happening. I don't
Okay,
know.
we're done.
I don't know what y'all boys know. but
Okay.
That aquifer. be-
Dale, vamos.
Vamos. What the hell's that mean? Tell me to hurry up.
Yes.
All right. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. Again, Patreon, exclusive content, all the regular shit at the regular stuff, 2devcrew.com. And if I think we had somebody that wanted to be a special guest. Listen, like if you want to be a special guest, you go to 2devcrew.com/guest, fill out the guest information, and then we'll be in contact. So if you don't listen to the podcast,
Yes, I need another girl.
what?
I need another girl on here.
Listen, we got another girl.
Hey.
Yeah, but I mean,
Sleep.
I don't know if they listen to the podcast or not.
Está bien.
Like, if they did, they could go to 2devcrew.com/guest and
Mira, anda
you know.
ahí. Si hablas español, anda ahí. Okay.
I don't know. Ghost, does she speak Spanish?
Yes.
Oh.
Mira. Por favor, anda ahí.
Ooh.
Do we want to give up our numbers control?
You mean like the 4-1 right now? Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, 4-2? Like,
Yeah,
shit. No, I think we'll still be all right.
Okay.
So with that, we're gonna say, give me a D. No, I mean, give me a peace.
Peace.